Yo, what's going on everybody? Xanthos Vice here, and we are back with some more Honkai Impact 3rd. Hope you guys have a great day. Where we last left off, we had continued past that whole exposition with everything that happened with May, making her decision, that stuff. And we had finally moved past that, where Kiana's finally awake after her whole confrontation with May. And now she's trying to obtain like another strength to actually be able to have a better chance at being able to solve the problems that's currently going on at the moment. So of course, she has to go and obtain the maybe not the move, but the art of Fangguang Down. Hence why her and Bronya are going through, and they're also discovering Fuhua's memories along the way, like stuff regarding how she ended up in Mauve's, what actually happened in the previous era. And basically everything that had been going on through the many years that she's been alive. So yeah, very interesting, because it looks like we are reaching that point where it's like we're starting to kind of at least move towards the end of the previous era. That's what I think is the conclusion of it, because we also saw like what happened with her and her disciples as well. They did it because she was going to put down one of her fellow disciples because they had been infected with Honkai, and as a result they wanted to stop her from doing that, hence why they laid that trap in the first place. So now that we've kind of gone past that, we are going to continue on with the next chapter, chapter 21, Wounds of Reawakening. Yeah, because when we entered the shrine or whatever, or temple, when we were supposed to like find all the answers, we found this different form of Fuhua, which does kind of resemble her phoenix form, but definitely seems different from the original. What exactly that's going to entail, I'm not sure. And again, I might split this stream into 2 parts, because again, you guys already know, one chapter is usually like pretty long, so I'm kind of thinking like I'll do one stream for at least one chapter if it's gonna take me that long. And then I'll probably take like a break and end the stream so then I can have my lunch and then just relax and then just go to 22. If these chapters are going to be as long as the last one. Because to be fair, that stream was like 3-4 hours. God damn. I mean, I know I've done like 8-hour streams before, but I feel like it'd be exhausting for you guys when you had to like collect that information as well. Because see, there's like 3 parts to this. And like clips, so there's gonna be like a lot of stuff going on here too, and with my assumptions as well. So anyway, let's go right on ahead and continue where we left off. So we're going straight into 21-1. This episode presents the back to life experience of a curious figure in later development. Oh, okay, so I'm guessing this is where it's about the current era, right? Like maybe her making the agreement with Otto. That's what I'm assuming this is, or not. I'm not sure. Oh, no. Okay. No, we're back in the present where Fuhua had beaten the shit out of Otto, quote unquote, and she's escaping, right? If I'm remembering correctly. While exchanging emergency commands to comlings, Valkyries rushed to the burned half of the air terminal. They passed her by, but no one paid her any heed, as if she didn't exist. She was toying with a crimson plume. She took this from Otto Apocalypse's cold body. What, is it one of the is it the key that he held, or is it just one of the feathers she gave him like she gave to everyone else? Search your memory. Okay. I mean, that's the only thing I can do. An inner voice suggested so. Yeah. 記憶が多すぎるからこういう細かなことは放置していい。余裕ができたらまたゆっくりとこの5万年の過去を消化するよ。She chuckled as she admired her work. In the distance, fire and smoke had consumed half of the air terminal. Not happy? まさか戦果としては十分だ。It's kind of cool how it looks like it's kind of like an Oni horn, like a off the side of her head and with the black and red flames. She took a deep bow to all the chaos and explosions, the applauding audience of her debut show.
天命とオットーさえ存在しなければこんなに厄介にならなかったし、この世界ももっと平和だったはず。あのバルキリーたちがかわいそう。よく考えれば彼女たちは結局オットーの駒でしかなかった。
A lot of casualties.
うまくコントロールできた。檻といくつかの建物だけ壊して。くそ、うまくコントロールできてなかったのか。誰だって全てを考慮できないでしょう。誰も。あのメイ博士だって。彼女だって多くの人々を犠牲にした。そうでしょ？勝利と正義には犠牲が必要だ。もういい。自分に言い聞かせても仕方ない。とりあえず早く空港を出ないと。
Where to go?
まだわからない。世界は広いし、どこにでも行けるけど、特に行きたい場所はない。
Yeah, so maybe it's less necessarily that it's like the key or other stuff is influencing her, but maybe it's like her mind has broken to the point, right? Because even again in this time, she couldn't save anyone. At least that's kind of what I think is happened to Fuhua and why she's ended up this way. It's due to the fact that this situation couldn't have gone any worse, but it did. You know, even though after everything that Fuji and Nuwa were trying to do for her, after everything that had happened with the mobs, and after how the previous era had started, it was like in the end, she wasn't there when people needed it most. At least that's how I think she's interpreting it. So that's why I think this new personality is formed.
旧友たちに会いに行くかもしれない。私が生きてると知ったらきっと驚くでしょう。崩壊はまだ消えていない。のんびりできる日々もそう多くはない。しかし今は出たとこ勝負かな。祝杯の準備をしてください。
Ah, interesting. Can't really see her. Oh, is she like kind of putting herself in astral form, kind of like servants do in the Fate series? Because it would kind of make sense for that to be the case, because that would also be why no one could really perceive her amidst all the chaos. Oh, okay, okay.
誰も気づいていない。これは本当に便利だ。
Nah, really? Rita couldn't see me? That's crazy. I would think someone like her could. Though, probably Durando's gonna be the one who stops us. I'm assuming I can just pass through. Wait, what?
おや、都政の羽は人工知能には効かない。
Ah, okay, okay, so... Oh, cool, now I have... Oh shit, we're shooting a laser. I thought it was like, preparing something. Ah, crap, there goes my combo. She can make a shockwave too? Holy shit, this food was busted. Damn. Look at my kid out of here. Alright, let me see. Ah, great, it's this thing again. Nice. Nope. Nope. Oh shit, this again? There we go. Crap. Ah shit, didn't dodge that one. Whoop. Damn. I threw my past already. Shit. Ah, great. Now it's firing so freaking close. There we go.
私って優しいんだね。今回は文句ないでしょ？全員見逃したし、誰一人殺してない。
その優しさをもう少し早く覚えてほしかった。
Yeah, obviously he's not dead. I was like, come on, this guy dead? It's not that easy.
Otto.
いや
まあ、あなたみたいなやつがそう簡単に死ぬわけないか。
ああ、僕は確かに死んだよ。ただ予備用の体は別の場所にあってね。
Ah, okay. So what is it like? Is it like maybe he has like clones or like android versions of himself, but his mind is actually somewhere else? I mean, to be fair, it could be like his mind has been put in like a quantum computer or something. I've seen that kind of shit happen in different kinds of games. He parted his lips to signal the ruins ablaze in the distance, where hundreds of his backup bodies were kept.
ならもう一度殺せばいい。天命を半分壊してもあなたを殺せないなら、次は全部壊せばいい。
待った。
まさか怖いの？私を撃った時、今日のような日が来るとは思ってもいなかった？
君は悪い人ではない。
それをあなたが言うんだ。もちろん私は悪い人ではない。天に代わって正しいことをするまでだ。
ならば話し合おうではないか。
あなたに話すことはない。
確かに僕は君を殺した。それは僕の罪だと認めよう。さっき君が復讐しようとした時、僕は抵抗しなかった。これで
何を言うかと思えば、おあいこ？私はあなたの体を一体壊しただけで、あなた自身は無事だ。
Yeah, I was
そ
gonna
れ
be
がおあ
like,
いこだって？
that does not make you anywhere square, especially after all the shit you did, even only discounting that.
その体を全部壊し、復活したくてもできなくするまで私の気は済まないんだ。
君だって無事に僕の前に現れたじゃないか。
なんだと？
僕が君を殺して、君も僕を殺した。そして二人とも復活した。それに、僕が君の体を治さなかったら、君は復活できなかった。そうだろう？それを言うなら、僕は復讐の相手ではなく、君の恩人だよ。
あなた、それは。
君が天命でしたことは十分じゃないか。ここは僕のような悪人ばかりではない。君と戦ったデュランダルや崩壊を倒そうとするバルキリー。彼女たちを犠牲にするべきではないだろう。どこに行くんだい？
あなたには関係ない。
一つ君にアドバイスをしよう。
アドバイス？あなたのアドバイスはいらない。
友よ、せっかく知り合ったんだ。僕はこの世界で君を最も理解する者の一人だよ。君は迷ってる。そうだろう？目覚めたばかりの君はまだ自分のことをよく分かっていないし、その立場にも慣れていない。君には君をよく知り、よく理解するものが必要だ。その人に進む方向を正してもらい、目標を見つけてもらうんだ。
あなた、私と一緒に行きたいのか？
まさか。過去の君のことだよ。君は死ぬ直前、都政の羽を一枚残した。僕はそれがどこにあるのか分かっている。そのケビン・カスラナが持ってるよ。
Okay. Well, if he is telling the truth, I would guess he has it because of that confrontation they had with one another when Fuhua was letting Kiana escape back then. At least that's the only time I can figure, unless he had it even before then. She took off and sped up like an arrow piercing the sky. Nah, Otto's playing us up it, right? Even if he does have it, he didn't have to tell her about it. But maybe he wants Kevin to owe him a favor. Possibly. Either that or weaken Kevin's forces to an extent where once they have fulfilled their agreement on both ends, he can just overpower him. At least that's what I'm guessing Otto's true motive is with this.
オットーは騙してない。確かに傷を全部治してくれた。
She'd never felt so light, strong, and free for 5 centuries. Ripping the air apart felt exhilarating.
今の私はたとえケビンが相手でも。いや、何を考えてる？勝つに決まってる。よく考えたら、昔は一度も彼に勝てなかったけど、私たちは互いに一度も本気を出さなかった。崩壊エネルギーの適応性は彼の方が上だけど、戦闘技術だと私の方が有利だ。天下制裁には負けたが、もし都政の羽を使えば、勝敗はわからない。
But the Fang Wang down isn't complete.
うるさい、そんなのわかってる。
The Fang Wang down she stole from Otto was just a copy of the original with limited power.
盗む？あれは私が彼に残したもの。
Ah, I see.
返してもらっただけだ。
So they're not actually fragments, they're just copies. Oh, I see. Interesting. But that explains why there was only a limited source of power and why it took time to recharge, right? Because it's not something. Because again, if it was an actual person, or even like an actual mere fragment, the power would just be naturally there the whole time or be able to source up more quickly. But the fact that it only happens over time, the fact that it can only happen in very limited situations, it would make sense that it was only a copy because it wouldn't be able to actually do what the original can.
私は都政の羽の持ち主。あの羽は私を見てすぐ私の言うことを聞いたじゃないか。
She had summoned the Feng Huan down once she left Otto, and the phoenix within instantly became one with her.
意識のある生き物にこれを解決する方法はない。試しでオットーから記憶をコピーしたけど、彼は全く気づかなかった。ケビンに同じ手を使えば、もしかしたら彼は天下制裁を手に取るチャンスすらないかもしれない。そうだ。私はケビンにも羽を残したのかな？
Search your memory.
やだ、めんどくさい。どうせすぐに答えがわかるし、探す必要もない。
I would kind of assume maybe he doesn't. Again, at that point when Kevin fought Fu Hua. Because again, we don't know if he actually used it for himself, or maybe he contained it, or maybe he just disappeared once he beat Fu Hua in that instant. That's the thing. We don't know what actually happened at that point. Okay. Oh, hello?
これは千載一遇の機会だ。
What was this?
天命統制の失敗による余波は未だに消えていないにもかかわらず、カースラナの小娘がまた醜聞を広めたとは。
Let me see. The aftermath of Shixel's failed eastward conquest hasn't dissipated, yet the youngest Kazlana incurred a scandal.
千年の歴史の中で御三家がこれほど窮地に陥ったことはない。そして皇上議会がこれを見逃すこともない。
Yeah, I'm just gonna read it since this like slowly kind of like appears. For thousands of years, the three houses have never been in such an awkward position. The League of Castile will not just let it slide.
カスラナ家を失脚させるのは始まりに過ぎない。貴族らはこのことについて大いに騒ぎ立てるだろう。
Taking down House Caslana is just the first step. The nobles are going to have a field day.
奴らの目的は御三家を取り壊し、我々の持っている権力を無理やり議会に譲らせることだ。
Their purpose is to distort a system where the three houses take power, which must not happen.
それは許されぬことだ。カレン・カスラナは死なねばならぬ。
What? Auto-apocalypse felt the whole world was spinning. Though it was an answer he already knew. Interesting. So House Caslano was to fall. Wonder why that's the case. Let me actually look at it. The families. What was the Eastward Conquest then? The girl whom he had always loved was sentenced to death. He went to any length to try to save her. He was rejected when reluctantly turning to his distant father, which was his last resort. Callan Caslana must die. Every word pounded on his heart into deeper despair. He pondered over those words, unaware of what his father continued to say.
私はもう年を取った。
I'm old, said Nicholas Apocalypse, the most powerful man in Europe.
年を取れば人は判断が鈍り、知らぬうちに大きな間違いを犯す。
And part of growing old is becoming senile. I can make horrible mistakes without realizing.
遠征の惨敗は私への警告だったにもかかわらず、私は戸惑った。撤退を選ばなかったがために弱みを握られてしまった。
The failure of the conquest should have been my wake-up call, but I didn't take a step back, which gave the League of Castile too much leverage.
こたびの御三家の弾劾の責任は私にある。
I take full responsibility for the impeachment of the three houses.
カスラナの処刑後、私は古城議会の望む通りに引退を宣言し、奴らの不意をつく。
After Colin Caslana's execution, I'll retire, which would be what the League of Castile wants, but unexpected.
だが、一つ問題がある。天命主教の座を誰に継がせるのか。理想の継承者はすでに死んだ。 フェルディナ・ファビアン。私の2番目の息子は外面ばかり威勢のいいカスラナのような人間だ。
Alright, let me see. Frank, then Nicholas, Eleanor, Sabra, Julia, Bianca, Jean, Ferdinand, Fabian, Otto. Perfect successor already died. My Ferdinand, if he was still alive, the fate of the conquest wouldn't have incurred such disastrous consequences. Fabian, second son tough on the outside, cowardly on the inside. He's more like a Caslana. Interesting. Okay. Bianca and Eleanor. Why are they boxed in, I wonder? Because I figured for Ferdinand and Jean, it would be because they were married and then had Marcel. So then why are those two? Are those just existences that are like maybe stronger or more supportive? I'm not sure. And Sabrina Shariak had others, like Eleanor, probably from a different marriage. Okay.
そしてお前は
Oh shit, I didn't see that. I thought it was just gonna like open it to the end. Oh, okay, never mind. Let's figure out. Okay, good, didn't miss that. Otto was awakened from contemplation the moment he heard his name. He looked up and was surprised to find a rare fond look on his father's face.
おっと、私がお前に無関心なのはお前を見くびっているからだと思うか。
Actually, all those names that are boxed in have another title to them. But what do they mean? It can't just be their name translated, because it looks like there's something else. Yeah, because Ferdinand and Eleanor's has the same writing below their name, and Bianca and Jean too. So then, what is that dictating?
いや、
That's what I
と
remember.
にかくお前も私の息子だ。子供の中ではお前が一番複雑だ。お前は母サブリナ譲りの聡明さを持ち、私から策略を学び、そしてお前の凶悪さは祖父であるフランクにそっくりだ。他人はお前を軟弱で無能だと言うが、そうではない。お前が黒死病で立てた手柄がお前の能力を証明している。だがはっきり言おう。お前は天命の大司教になるにはまだ不十分だ。
Oh, you know, I actually just realized this now. Sabrina Shariak. Does that mean Anna's like like a Shariak in hiding, at least from that family line? Because I mean, sure, we don't really know that many characters, but can everyone have like the same last name? Like maybe the same name, like Raiden May and Dr. May, but for everyone else, it seems like it's kind of like from family lineage, so would that mean Anna's related to Sabrina in some way? Like maybe a long lost descendant? Possibly? Otto remained silent. He remembered Nicholas once promised at a family conference to let him be the successor, but he waited patiently.
私はこの座を
So I've decided, Apocalypse continued, to give my seat to Marcel, Ferdinand's eldest child.
フェルディナンドの長男マサイルに譲る。あの子はまだ16歳だが、石のように固い心を持ち、物事を冷静に処理できる能力もある。私とお前の母、そしてファビアンとリサは引退する。結果、古城議会は我々が権力を手放したと思うだろう。マサイルが言う通りに動く坊ちゃんではなく、おじしであると気づいた時にはもう手遅れだ。お前の母も私もこれが最善の策であると思っている。ただ一点を除いては、その予想外の点こそお前がここにいる理由だ。今から言う条件をよく聞け。
Yeah, because I was gonna say, if it was supposed to be Marcel, how come he isn't the one in charge of Schicksal? I see. Something else had happened at that point. Nicholas took a step forward. The stately, authoritative bearing of the overseer froze the air in the hall.
カスラナ。
His voice took an even more serious tone. It's now the greatest hidden peril to Schicksal and the three houses. Really? But why? Why is it such a problem for their existence? Alright, so we got Helena, or is this Helena? Nuka, Francis, and Klaus? Or Klein? Okay. Mia, Carlos, Claudia, Laura, Gaspard, Sophia, Wilhelm, Colin, Ruben, Reina, Sarah. Okay. Okay, most of those books didn't have the same characters, but Sophia's is different though. But why was Colin the one who had to be executed then? Was she like the last of the Kazlanas remaining? Or is this supposed to indicate something else?
それは昔と違い、カスラナはもはや我々の確固たる盟友ではない。もしフランシスが生きていれば、きっと自分の娘がこのようなことになるのを許さなかっただろう。古城議会も図に乗るような状況にはならなかったはずだ。だがこの世にもしもなど存在しない。フランシスはすでに死に、その優秀な子供たちも疫病や遠征中に倒れ、後を継ぐ者もおらぬ。
Ah, maybe that's what those words mean below the names. It's like deceased.
現当主のルカに兄のような才能はない。あれは犬のようにのたれ死ぬ運命だ。カスラナ、三つ目の伝統的な家系。それを我々の手中に入れなければ、必ず天命の致命的な急所となる。
I see. But in what manner is the question? Like, would it be politically? In combat? We don't know too much as to that yet. I see. Auto-Apocalypse finally understood. The truth was, he was not important, and neither was Colin. The only thing that mattered was their betrothal, which could put Kazlana in the palm of Apocalypse. Wily old fox.
おっと、我が息子よ。お前に対価として提示するものは、お前が決して断れないものだ。カレン・カスラナの命だ。そして私の要求も、お前には断る理由のないものだ。 カレン・カセラナと結婚をしろ。どんな手段を使ってでも構わん。奴とお前の婚約を遂行するのだ。見返りとしてカレンの命を保証し、当主の座もお前に譲ろう。そしてルカも代わりに始末してやろう。簡単だろう。
The strange thing was, after all those years, the dream of his life was finally about to come true. He could marry the girl whom he had always been pining for. But he didn't feel the joy, because he knew it was not what Colin Castellano wanted. Interesting. So this is going to be more about, like, probably figuring out Otto's true intentions. I'm assuming as much, because that did seem very important. Okay. Interesting. Not what Colin wanted. I think I might already have an inkling as to why. From doing like a side story or adventure story like a long while back. I'm not gonna spoil it or anything like that, because maybe they might explain it here or in maybe later chapters, so keep that to myself for now. But interesting. Okay, so he was to be betrothed to Colin, I guess, to make sure that there would be no more remnants of the Castellana family that would oppose them, even if they were to be disbanded from the League. Yeah, because again, like they said, they couldn't have Luca be the head of Castellana, but it's not like they could take them out either, because there's no one else really suitable. Hence why, if he at least marries Colin, even if they were to get rid of them, not only would it suit Otto's interest of marrying the woman he loves, but Apocalypse would have the power that the Castellanas have, and they would get rid of the Castellana house. Very interesting. Okay, I think I'm starting to see the big picture here. But again, I'm curious as to how exactly they would be an Achilles heel, in what sort of sense, and why was it necessary to actually do it in that instance? Like, was an impending danger about to happen, and Castellana's current situation would have actually been more detrimental to them in the long term? No, whatever the case, we'll figure it out later. Anyway.
ケビンのやつ、なんでこんな場所にいるのかな。あれ？地下に人がたくさんいる。おかしい。ここの意識にはみんな活気がなく、感情を感じない。反応が強いのは2つ、いや3つ。違う。増えた。
You've been spotted.
うるさい。気候は操れないよ。壊すしかないね。防衛戦力は結構強かった。
For you, just a piece of cake.
もちろん、少しも怪我してないでしょ。こういうおもちゃは数えきれないほど壊した。一応相手とは何年も戦友だったのだから。
Didn't even notice the ruckus you stayed up above the ground.
気が変わった。潜入はつまらない。正々堂々と中に入ることにした。 今の彼は組織のリーダー、孫主でしょ。私が彼に会いに行ったら私の方が下じゃない？向こうから会いに来てもらう。
Wait, what? Oh, come on. It has a Gatling gun now? Damn, I thought this would have happened a lot sooner. Damn, that was easy. Didn't even get a chance to fire the damn thing. Ah, whatever. Moving on.
誰だ？
Oh, Jackal. Been a while since we've seen her. Jackal couldn't take her eyes off the wasted mechs on the screen. And the mysterious girl on top of the mech pile.
見回りロボットは全部こいつにやられた。おい、拡大してみせろ。ふわ。いや、彼女は死んだはずだ。こいつは何なんだ？
Another trick of Otto's? Thought soon crept up her mind.
またオットーの仕業だな。同盟はどうした？あいつ、いい加減にしてくれないか。天命本部につないでくれ。早く。
Exactly this moment, the mysterious girl lifted her head and made eye contact with Jackal through the screen.
おーい、聞こえてる？音声受信機能あるんでしょ？もしもし？もしもーし。まあいい、覚悟してて。すでに店名をめちゃくちゃにした。次はあなたたちの番だ。
は？
ケビン、会いに来なさい。
She slammed her fist into the ground, and the tremor was instantly felt by Jackal hundreds of feet below. When she checked the monitor again, all the drones had fallen, feeding back images of cracked camera lenses. They lost track of the girl.
くそ。総員に知らせろ。一級戦闘準備だ。私がそれと絶対にこのようなことで孫子の邪魔をしてはならない。
気のせいかな。それともこういう場所はみんな同じ？
各員注意。ジャッカルだ。侵入者は B2 層7号通路付近にいる。機構3。
このジャッカル、偉そうな口ぶり。どうでもいいものですね。
侵入者は5号と7号通路の境にいる。1体と4体、奴を包囲しろ。螺旋エリアに追い詰めるんだ。
うるさいなあ。戦術を放送で伝えるなんてバカなの？
怖いのか？怖いなら投降しろ。苦しまずに死なせてやる。
聞こえてるんだ。
基地のことは全てこのジャッカルの耳に入るようになっている。ヨルムンガンドを挑発するなんて生きて帰れると思うな。
隠れているくせに大口を叩くことだけは得意だ。
あいつを包囲しろと言っているだろう。早くかかれ。
また少しも学ばないんだね。こんなもので私を倒せるわけがない。
You'd think they would learn it something from law, but the thing is, they just never do. Like seriously, bring out some new mechs you want. Instead of a real fight. Come on. Don't make it boring now. Where am I just... Where am I supposed to be going? Guess just to the next hallway. Thought we were gonna have a giant brawl here and then a cutscene. Well, whatever. Oh.
機構を作るのにお金はいらないの？それと
うるさい。これは戦術だ。
I mean, if they're weakening me, sure, but they haven't done jack shit yet. I don't know what you're talking about, Jackal. Don't hype them up if they got nothing to do with it.
戦術がどうしたの？
すぐに分からせてやる。そこで待ってろ。電磁ネット展開。
Ah, nice. Gateway was shut down. The blue flood of electricity rushed in, stirring up the mech debris on the floor.
くそ。
On the monitor, the intruder was effortlessly floating in the air.
バカ、私は飛べるの。電流を使えば私を麻痺させられると思った？
調子に乗るのもそこまでだ。
All of a sudden, sizzling hot air flew in from all sides.
電子レンジは使ったことある？この電磁オーブンの中でいつまで飛べるのか見てみようじゃないか。
I mean, can't she just put a barrier? Oh, okay, that was it at that. Okay. Thought there was gonna be something else, but whatever.
はめられた。
Try Frank one down.
一本だけだと力はかなり弱い。肉眼で見える距離でないとうまく操作できない。幸い温度はそんなに高くない。逃げる方法を考える時間は十分にある。
これで終わりだと思うな。
Following Jackal's hysterical cry, a flood of spider bombs rushed out of the mech wreckage.
ああ、思い切り殺す方が私らしい。さあ、もがくがいい。
時間は多くない。最も弱い場所はこの辺りだと思う。
焦げる匂い。投降しろ。本当に焦げても知らないぞ。何か言え。
見つけた。
Jagu couldn't believe her own eyes. A gigantic hole grew out of the ultra-rigid, heat-proof wall that she deemed impregnable.
なんという破壊力。人間技とは思えない。まさか本当に孫子の嘘だ。それならなおさら孫子に知らせるわけにはいかない。デス・ステッチャー、お前たちの出番だ。
Ah, fuck. I was supposed to trigger an evasion skill? Shit. Alright, damn. Didn't think that I was supposed to do that. I really need to check these missions before I do them. Oh, okay, there's another scene. Oh, two more, actually. Okay, shit. I'll check those in a bit. Let me redo this one. I need to get the evasion skill.
ザコ。
Yeah, I'll just skip through
は
this.
められた。最も弱い場所はこの辺りだと思う。
焦げる匂い。
Come on. Damn. Shit. Okay, well that isn't working. Fuck.
投降しろ。本当に焦げても知らないぞ。
shit. Shit. How am I supposed to trigger an evasion skill for this? Yes, there we go. Okay. No, let me go. Let me go.
何か言え。
Oh, the temperature. I see. There we go. Okay, got it. Thank God. Okay. I was like, shit, am I gonna mess up somehow? Let's go. Alright, got it. I was like, god damn. Because when I saw it, it can just like bash into me, I was in a line, I was like, shit, I should have stayed there. But okay, I at least got it. Okay. But yeah, I'll check these memory fragment things in a bit. Just let me at least finish this one. Alright, let's do it. Don't get distracted.
忘れてないよ。でも彼が出てこないんだ。ここまで暴れたのに、ケビンは少しも反応していない。彼の意識は探索できる。鋭く重い彼のものに間違いない。だけどそもそも私がここにいることを知らないと思う。
Maybe he's trying to like use the key of infinity, but he needs to like harness energy into it first. That's the only thing I can think of that would keep him distracted from this. What would you do to have his attention?
もっと暴れるに決まってる。例えばあのジャッカルとやらの首を取るとか。
そこまでだ。目的は知らないが、ヨルムンガンドで好き勝手はさせない。科学技術による生物兵器の凄さを見せてやる。何をした？
へえ、前に探索した強い意識の正体はこれだったんだ。悪いけど生き物は相手にならない。まだあったら全部出して、急いでるんだ。
本能モード切断、 AI 操縦に切り替える。
Ooh, what's that red zone? Will it deplete my health or
何をし
something?
た？
Or paralyze me?
生き物は相手にならないならしばらく死んでてもらっただけだ。私が相手になってやる。
Oh, it is. It'll
我々の技
paralyze
術
it.
はこの時代よりも20年先を行っている。
Oh shit. Give me out, give me
ど
out,
う
give
も
me
こう
out.
もない。私の知ってる技術よ
Yeah,
り
I
は
know
5
how
万
dangerous
殺
this
してや
weapon
る。
is, Chibi. At least this one I can just be in the air for. Nice. Nope. Yep. Nice. No, I'm staying away from that. I should. Oh, nice try. Oh, I see. So I kind of have to gather it up to be able to use that whole dash move. Yeah, like that. I see. Alright, keep going.
律者捕獲のために用意したものを全部出そう。全部。今日こそ。
時間を無駄にする必要はない。
孫子。
僕ならここにいる。
It wasn't addressing Jackal. Sweet. Alright, now I can check those files. Okay. Yeah, but I'm guessing what these are the memories that Fu Hua was talking about. Because when she got the Phoenix feather back from her, she said she can see stuff from him, so that's what these must be. Snow covered the mountain. The setting sun cast a warm orange glow on the foot of the mountain. A lone log cabin was bathed. Layla stood in the cabin. It was piercingly cold in there, so she wrapped herself in her coat tighter. Layla, you scared me. Jingju took a step back, raising her bushy eyebrows, and her freckles seemed to be faking a tantrum. I don't want to be a Valkyrie. It's too dangerous. I don't want to be like you. You won't understand. Super cool to be a Valkyrie. Find Honkai beasts and... I'm guessing this has to do with Jackal. I'm assuming. The sound of crying made Jingju's words indistinct, but Layla didn't ask. Because she knew clearly what Jingju was afraid of. It was also what she had been afraid of. Jingju and Layla's parents all died because of Honkai. At first, they thought it was a natural disaster that puny humans couldn't resist no matter what. But then, an institution called Shixel came to recruit Valkyries. Girls who could pass their tests would gain power to fight against Honkai. Seeing Jingju shivering it with the cold in the shabby cabin, Layla made a decision. This test went surprisingly well, but she also learned about the risk behind this high-paying job. Many Valkyries died on the field. If I die, someone will take care of Jingju, right? As long as Jingju could survive, would spend each winter in a warm house, I wouldn't ask for more. Layla, you do not Bearing Valkyrie Layla, your memory travel time at this month has been used up. Please log off immediately. Dim afterglow couldn't light up her amber eyes that had become dull. Stained the corridor with an ugly orange tint. Layla trotted to her room and locked herself inside. Hanging in the closet were a row of time-worn dresses for girls of 12 to 22 years old, with one for each age, as if the sun had never set. Okay.
こちらはサミットさん。
A gentleman dressed in a black tie introduced me. Looked at his gold watch shining with a luster of wealth. One of the many things I would never possess in my life.
彼は病の患者です。
Didn't understand those words. Still made a courteous smile to the lady in front of me.
そしてこちらが
said the man obsequiously.
クリオ博士です。
Certainly knew who she was. The only one who could save my life.
クリオ博士は非常に忙しいお方ですが、あなたの状況を理解した後、いくつもの会議をキャンセルして面会に来たのです。 そして残念ながらあなたと博士に告げなければいけません。今回の面会の残り時間はあと25分です。博士の次の会議は3時を予定しております。お相手はレオ理事長です。
彼と話すことはない。
諦めてください。取締役会はただ全ての材料は揃えてあります。顔を出すだけですよ、博士。
He stared at that woman. They suddenly started to talk, totally ignoring me. As if they were not wasting my precious 25 minutes. Anger and shame started to build up in my chest. But I need this woman's help to save my life. So the only thing I could do was smile.
もういい。25分しかないのだろう。時間は貴重だ。車の中で待機してろ、ビクター。サミットさんと二人きりで話がしたい。サミットさん、そう呼んでいいだろうか。
Dr. Cleo suddenly approached me. Our eyes met, which made me very uncomfortable.
好きなようにお呼びください、レディ。
ほう、礼儀正しい人なのだな。
She smiled and continued.
これはいいスタートだ。私にはわかる。今夜の我々の面会はさぞかし有益なものとなるだろう。あんたは自分があとどれくらい生きられるか知っているか？
いや、もしかしたら1秒後には死んでいるかもしれないな。長くて2年しか生きられない。
その通りだ。今のところこの病を治療する方法も特効薬もない。誰も全世界で7人しか必要としない薬を開発したくないからな。
上条製薬を除いては。
上条製薬を除いては。私たちの目的は全ての病を克服することだからな。金などのような浅はかなもののためではない。だが全てのものには対価が必要だ。そうだろう、サミットさん。
そうだ。
I was only 27 years old. Though I hadn't been a successful man, I still didn't want to die. I didn't know why fate was so cruel to me. But I knew I was willing to try anything. So, as long as I could save my life.
助けてください、博士。お願いします。
There was a hint of disdain in her eyes. Oh no, did I just disgust her? Maybe I should appear all tough and brave.
懇願するな、サミット。誰にも懇願してはいけない。
But I nodded, but I couldn't help crying. For my fading life, the approaching death, for my only hope. I tried to choke back tears, but it was agonizing. Yes, agonizing. 死にたくない。
私は死にたくない。死にたくない。助けて。助けてください。
This woman in front of me had a seat at the board of directors at Heliopolis Life Sciences. She was the illustrious Dr. Cleo in the medical community, and my only savior. But she remained silent. 25 minutes. There's not much time for me. I kept talking, crying, and begging, feeling ashamed of myself. I didn't know how long I went on for. I finally came to my senses, wiped off my tears, and gave that woman with my misty eyes. I must admit, that scene in her face, it would indelibly imprinted on my mind till the day I die. Dr. Cleo was beaming at me.
まったく泣いていても仕方ないだろう。強くあれサミット。もう分かったぞ。そうか、本当に死にたくないのだな。それはよかった。私が必要なのはあんたのような人、生に強い願望を抱く人だ。
She took out a handkerchief from her pocket and handed it to me. Someone like her? Gave her an exquisite handkerchief embroidered with gold thread to someone like me? To wipe my filthy tears and snot? She gazed at me with a curious smile, and I cleaned my face and signaled to Victor to wait longer. Then she said to me,
明日午前10時に上条に来い。あんたの命は私のものだ。そしてあんたを生かすことを約束しよう。いいだろう、サミットさん。
ああ。
This was what happened that day. Made the most important decision of my life. Wait, I'm trying to see what specifically it said at the end, because it kind of like went through again, because I was trying to get to the end of the sentence because it takes so long to load. And I'm lying in a bed in a small dark cell, unaware how many days had passed. My eyes could no longer see anything. The everlasting silence had been disabled, or has disabled my ears. Only the overpowering stench keeps reminding me. I'm still in this hellish lab. Every once in a while, some fluid would be infused into my body through a tube. It burns every cell on my body. She did help me survive at an unaffordable price. But everything comes with a price. Do you agree, Mr. Salmon? Her voice keeps echoing in my head, over her sweet innocent smile. That scene has been indelibly imprinted on my mind till the day I die. But I will never beg anyone, ever. Ah, yeah, so kind of like a mad scientist, kind of. Because it's true, I felt that that kind of deal didn't really like say like, I'll cure you. That's not what she said. Just that he'll be alive. But not anything further. Yeah, I expected something like that would have happened with that deal. Plus, again, it doesn't necessarily seem like she was just doing it like for everybody's sake at that point either. Because it's like, if she was that kind of person, then it would kind of go against what we know of Jackal currently. And like her methods on Kiana too. Not exactly humane at all. Right, let's see what this is.
その手下はどこで見つけたんです？変わった人ですね。
彼女は役に立つ。戦闘ではないところで。
The two of them walked out of the base and onto the ground.
ああ、いつものあれですね。崩壊に勝つために使えるものは何でも使う。そうでしょ？
Kevin stopped. But Juan walked on without realizing.
君は誰だ？
私はフォア。あなたの友人です。
フアは僕のことを友人とは呼ばない。
ふーん。正直に話すと、オットーに頭を打たれて私は一回死にました。今の私は目覚めたばかりで、まだいろいろなことを分かっていません。あなたのことは覚えています。5万年前、私たちは共に戦っていました。だから、友人だと思いました。
君はフワとは違う。
ええ。昔の記憶を思い返すといつも、どうしてそうなるのと思ってしまいます。多分復活がきっかけで、いろいろなことがはっきりと見えるようになったからでしょう。ケビン、こう考えましょう。私は過去のファーより、もっと良くなったファーです。
In silence, Kevin slowly drew his blade. Okay, so I think I'm actually starting to get a bigger picture. So it is kind of what I said before, but I think this is kind of like the effect that Feng Huang Down has on someone when they're not in control. Because was it Xiao Yi that said it, or was it Fu Hua who said it a while ago? It's about like being able to control your emotions and such, and not having other attachments and stuff distract you, right? But clearly, Fu Hua wasn't in a state in which it would actually have protected her as much, because one, she had been betrayed by Otto. Two, she was always trying her best to help Himiko, Bronya, and Kiana through very tough emotional states as well. Not to mention, she doesn't have all the pieces for Frank Huan down together. And even her Phoenix form is still a bit unstable at the time. So maybe all of that, and with everything that had been going on, has actually affected her even more mentally. And again, this is probably what's going to bring about the Hersher sentience, right? Because again, I feel like in this state, Fang Hua Down is actually going to be more dangerous than it would be helpful in this situation, especially in Fu Hua's condition.
私のことをよくわかっていますね。ちょうど同じことを考えていました。
友か敵か選べ。
Lying in the shade cast by a huge rock, Hua was casually humming a familiar tune with her eyes closed. She needed to unwind. A few hours ago, she fought the strongest warrior there is. She had a blast. Also, she got what she came for.
やめるんですか？
ああ、これでいい。
Wait, what? Oh, come on. Don't leave me on a cliffhanger like that. Kevin sheathed his blade.
どうです？あの家権運用。天下の劣化をあんな風に無効化できると知らなかったでしょ？
加減？
ああ、当時私たちが使ってた格闘術の家系ですよ。号に従って名前を変えてみました。ああ、機会は多くありませんし、あなたが相手だと隙をつかむのも難しいです。
まだやりたい？
いえいえ、もう十分です。これで私が本人だと信じてくれますよね。
Kevin lifted his right hand and put it near his heart, while gazing into the heavens up above. Nothing there.
ああ、君はここにいる。
He extended his hand and opened his palm. Fang Quan down rested upon it.
これを君に返そう。フワ。
Kevin said in a soft, low voice. Plume slowly drifted towards Juan. She grasped it instantly.
まだこれが目的だと言っていませんでしたが、私の考えがよくわかるんですね。ありがとうございます。
これからどこに行く？
わかりません。まずは自分自身について整理をしてから考えようと思います。返さなければいけない恩がありますし、世話が必要な仲間たちもいます。それに、崩壊のことも。休める時間も限られてますし。これから共に戦う機会もあるかもしれませんね。
Kevin seemed to find it amusing.
ヨルムンガンドに入る？
遠慮します。そもそもあなたがいつ戻ったかすらわかりませんでした。オットーに、 その後のことは何もわかりません。
羽に聞いてみるといい。彼女が教えてくれるさ。
ええ、そうします。ヨルムンガンドに入るのはやめておきます。あなたの部下になるくらいなら、自分で組織を作ることにします。そういえば、昔、大巨派を作った気がしますが、まだ存在してるのでしょうか。わからない。ゆっくり思い出さないといけませんね。
それもいい。ヨルムンガンドには君に会いたくない者も何人かいるだろ
崩壊を倒す前に死なないでくださいね。そうだ、一つ伝えておきます。ここに来るように私に伝えたのは、オットー・アポカリプスです。彼と同盟を結んだようですね。彼のことはあまり信じない方がいいと思います。私をここに向かわせたのも、何か企みがあるに決まってます。
う。ああ、わかっている。
オットーは私とケビンが共倒れになるのを待って、自分が漁夫の利を得るつもりだった。そんな手口で私を騙せるとでも？ほら、私はこうも簡単に羽を奪い返した。
Again, that is the natural assumption to come to, but I'm starting to second guess myself. Again, it could be that it actually is something that simple. Especially if Kevin and Fuhua came to that conclusion. But, I kind of had to wonder, what if maybe he has a way of controlling Fuhua, like kind of like a suggestion he put in her mind or something? And by having her get the keys in her own way, he would then be able to control her at her most powerful. Again, it does seem like a very unlikely scenario because we don't have much proof of that or seeing anything that specific, but again, I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility just yet. We'll have to see. Just took out the Feng Huan down and showed it off. Could be a trap.
罠？ありえない。さっきの手合わせをあなたも見たでしょ？ケビンが私よりも都政の羽を理解することはありえない。でも、
The reminder did work to a certain degree. Well, I started to have a strange feeling about the plume. Oh, hey, Yuki, how am I? I'm doing fine. Like I said, I was just busy with work yesterday, so didn't really have as much time to stream then, but I'm doing fine right now. Oh, right, I also did have class yesterday, now that I think. Wait, was it? Oh, no, I streamed yesterday. What am I talking about? My bad. That was Thursday that I was just busy, but yeah, I'm doing fine. Again, just trying to catch up a bit on Honkai, or trying to advance as much in Honkai Impact as I can before Persona 3 comes out, because once it does, I'm not sure if I'll either push back Honkai Impact for a while or Under Night In-Birth, because since there's not really as much story and I'm going through the arcades pretty quickly in my streams, I guess I wouldn't say quickly, but since I'm doing so many in one stream, I feel like I'm not going to have as many continuous streams as I did last time, so kind of trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. It's good to hear. He was doing a test stream today. I was trying to Oh, okay. I didn't get a notification about that, but alright. Hopefully it goes well for you.
他の羽と違う。封印がかかってる。本気を出す。はっ！
Plume was awakened. while sized up the shadow that emerged from the feather. It looked faint, and its eyes were closed. I answered from all the button pressing in Gundam. Oh my god. Now tell me, is it like QTEs where it's like you have to do certain sequences, or is it just like you just rapidly do it like when back in DBZ Budokai Tenkaichi when you would have all the collisions with like your attacks and stuff, you would just rapidly press buttons. Because I remember that kind of shit was crazy too back then.
エネルギーがもうすぐ尽きる。ケビンのやつがあなたをこんな風にしたの？
She grabbed the shadow by the wrist. It first shouted in shock, but went calm very soon.
動かないで力を渡すから。形を保つのも精一杯なのに、このままだといつ消えてもおかしくない。道理でケビンはあなたを封印した。
As she fueled more Honkai energy into the Feng Huang down, the shadow grew clearer and began to open its eyes.
これでよし。戻ってきなさい。あなたは何者ですか？私はあなたの持ち主です。ああ、記憶もほとんど消えてるみたい。どんな状態でも私の分身です。こんな風になったあなたを見ると少し辛くなります。私が分身？
Well, I have to avoid attacking, yeah, a lot of button pressing, but I'll be okay. You want, please watch my test replay. Yeah, if I have time, I'll definitely check it out. Or if not, I can just check the VOD at some point and then I'll watch it. Because like I said, I might do like 2 separate streams of this on the same day, just so then I can have time in between it. Because yeah, like, I don't want to make the scenes too long, especially since there's like so much exposition in these later chapters. I feel like it would just be like me reading a script at that point, so.
ええ。あなたは都政の羽の一枚です。私が自分の人格と思考をコピーして作った個体です。なぜかあなたはケビンのところにいたので、私は死んでいましたので詳しくはわかりませんが、あなたを奪い返しました。理解できましたか？理解できたのなら戻ってきて、力と記憶を私に渡しなさい。死んだ後の出来事を知りたいんです。
Surprisingly, the Feng Huang Dao didn't seem to hear Hua at all. Instead, she studied Hua with curiosity.
なるほど。あなたはあの時の。おっと、余計な真似をしてくれましたね。何をブツブツ言ってるんです？彼に殺された瞬間。その瞬間、私は都政の羽の大ゼロ低角出力を発動し、自分の意識を一枚の羽に移し、空の律者の存在を制圧しました。
It's my first time playing a Gundam game, so I hope I did okay. Well, I mean, to be fair, I've never played a Gundam game, so I don't know how that would be. I would expect from the way you're telling me, it must be pretty tough to do it. But also evading attacks. Do you have to get like perfect evades? Kind of similar to what I have to do in this game sometimes. Because those can be kind of tricky. Especially if it depends on stats and stuff.
ですが、確かあの体は捨てられたもので、中に魂は入っていません。何が言いたいんです？
Oh, so so it isn't Hua. Okay. Interesting.
私はここにいます。
Oh, yeah, if she's here, then who's that? Shadow repeated the question.
あなたは何者ですか？
Still not used to the controls, that's why? Ah, okay. But again, I have no idea how you would play it, so I'm just gonna assume it's actually pretty hard. Yeah, see, this is what I was thinking. I was like, maybe he put a suggestion into, like, Fuhua, or at least this so-called fake, and is actually, like, waiting for it to gather all the feathers, so then when it's at its strongest, he can control it. In a way. Maybe not completely. Interesting. I did not think that's where we were going with this. But again, it would make a lot of sense, because it's true. If her real soul was still in this body, And after everything that had happened, how would she have been able to do stuff for Bronya? How would she have been able to do stuff for Kiana? And if this one has sentience now, then how is that possible? So then the question is, which one is the real one? Bro is cooking. Yo, what's up, Marty? I think I saw you were streaming Wait, was it you who was streaming Star Rail yesterday? I forgot. I know someone was streaming Honkai Star Rail yesterday, but I don't know if it was you or Guardian. She was totally above the clouds.
ご覧、いい景色でしょ。
Shadow was right by. Not me. I don't stream Star. Oh, okay. Then it was probably Guardian. My bad. It's just that I'm used to like the most recent you guys playing a sort of Honkai stream, so I couldn't tell. But I was streaming on the Honkai 3rd announcements this morning. Oh, okay. That's what that notification was. Okay. I get you. Because I was like, I think I saw like your like a notification that you were streaming, but I didn't know if it was or not.
高いところは好きじゃないで
Because
す。
it's like sometimes I
高
receive
いと
them
ころから見る
overnight.
と何もかも小さく見えて自信過剰になりがちです。でももう少し上へ行くと、雲の上だと日差しも空気も気持ちよくて見渡すと白い雲ばかり。宣教と似たようなところですね。
Okay. But yeah, so like I said, now the question for me is, which one's the real Hua? Like, is it the one from this one? Like, is it this Phoenix? Is it the one with Bronya, or is it with Kiana? Because I mean, I would assume it's this one, and she's like projecting her thoughts onto other people who have the lesser feathers. That's what I think. Yo, what's up, Peach Salt? Yeah, it's up to the part 2 stuff, unfortunately. That's cool.
そうだ。あなたには見えますか？あなたは実体がありません。その目はどうやって情報を取り込むんです？そういえば私の話は聞こえますよね。鼓膜はありますか？聴覚はどういう仕組みで動いてます？
Yeah, like I said, I think it's maybe that this Phoenix form is like Fu Hua's actual sentience, because again, this one does seem to at least retain memories, and it was sealed. And from what I remember in chapter 20, the sealed memories were always like the most important or held the strongest part of her conscience. So maybe that's what this is. I was trying to stay up for it, but I knocked out 2 minutes before it was damn. I didn't actually see it, the announcement. I have to check that later eventually. But what was it about? Was it about just like this current update? Was it the next one? I was up
都
that
政
way.
の羽の
I mean, I
力
guess
で
I could
す。
check like a VOD later, I guess.
便利ですね。わからないことがあったら都政の羽のせいにすればいいなんて。例えば記憶、私の脳にあるはずですよね。あの時、7人の弟子たちに頭をやられてから多くのことを忘れました。でもあなたは羽の中にいて脳というものがないのに、あなたの記憶はどうなってます？多分答えは都政の羽だと思いますが。
Marty, it's only in Chinese language, but it was about the brand new relaunch of the game and the new story and character. Oh, okay. Interesting. Alright, gotcha. Good
そう
job,
だと
clear.
思います。羽が弱った時、私もいろんなことが思い出せなくなりました。
Oh, Marty, Peach, got a quick question for you real quick, because this is just one where it's like, I feel like I need to at least understand this part. This isn't gonna be like, I need to know like Otto's true history or anything. I'll discover that along the story, but the way Otto is still alive, is it that he has a real body and then he's just like only using his clones as puppets? Or is it like his mind is stored somewhere else, kind of like a quantum computer, and then he just has like these android bodies in which he's actually sending his thoughts through? Because I'm trying to figure out which of those two is the case. Because I'm like, okay, it can't be reincarnation. I doubt Otto has that kind of power. And I doubt he's just regenerating either. Because even if that's the case, what about there wouldn't be any point of having clones then? I think the second one's right. Ah, okay. Yeah, because I was like, there's no way a guy who's actually like a regular human. He's a real body, he can regenerate it. Ah, okay. Yeah, because they were talking about like something about his blood, like as one of his skills. So I guess maybe that's what it actually is. He can kind of control his own biological actions. He transfers his mind to clones for safety. Now that makes sense. Because I was like, yeah, first of all, this dude always like being in areas where it's like death can literally happen to any Valkyrie, and yet he's just standing there. It's like, nah, there's gotta be a catch. I see. But that makes a lot of sense now. Thank you for letting me know.
それです。ケビンのところにいた時は羽も剥げかけていたから、きっと記憶も損傷を受けています。もしくは鍵となる何かが壊れている可能性があります。だからあなたは自分のことを羽ではなく、自分が本人だと思い込んでしまった。理解はできます。意識の転移やコピーは自己認識のミスにつながりやすいです。オットーも私も同じようなことがありました。大丈夫。私が協力します。何せあなたは私の分身。私たちは姉妹みたいなものですから。よく考え納得してから力を私に返しても遅くありません。はあ、返さなくてもいいです。私はケチな人ではありませんから。
Let me see what you said, Marty. Most of the time, his clones are made of nanomachines, but he uses his real body at certain crucial moments because only his real body can do things with his blood. Nah, that actually makes a lot of sense then. Yeah, because I was like, even if he made clones, there's no way they'd be able to accurately replicate certain abilities, like his blood powers or whatever it is. Because again, I don't know what specifically his power is. I just know he can do something with his blood. I don't remember who said it. Was it Teresa who said something about that, or someone had said it like a long time ago? So I was just like, okay, it has to relate to something to that. Okay, so that's what it is. Makes sense.
オットーにさえ羽を渡したんですから、一枚くらい気にしません。私と一緒に行きましょう。一人だと退屈ですから。
He's got the blood of a Shariak, which you've read Second Eruption manga nullifies Honkai. Ah, okay. I see. So it's like an antibody for him. It'll be explored more in depth in the finality story. Okay. So yeah, basically the Shariak blood has like an antibody, basically, which is against Honkai. Okay. That makes a lot of sense then. Question, does he have relation to Anna Shariak, considering they have the same last name? Or is that just like, it's just to provide a different name? Because I was just wondering if it would be something similar, because it would also kind of explain how Anna Shariak had the potential to become a Hersher in the first place. I think they're just distantly related ultimately. Yeah, like long-lost relative. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because I was like, it could connect that way. At the most, it would only be that. But I don't think it would be anything else further than that. Okay, thank you for clearing that up, Marty.
どこに行くんです？退去山に戻りましょう。ずっと黙り込んでますが大丈夫ですか？気分が悪いなら私から好きなだけ崩壊エネルギーを吸収していいんですよ。せっかくあなたを助けたんです。遠慮します。勝手にしてください。
Alright, let me see. There are three main families that have natural stigmata
理
power.
解できません。
Kazlana, Apocalypse, and Shire. Yeah, that's what they were talking about. Because I literally just checked the log probably 20 minutes ago. And they were talking about the three main families. The Apocalypse line is basically extinct other than Auto, but Shariak is still ongoing. Really? Okay. Very interesting. And for the Kazlana, I'm assuming Kiana's the last one. At least that I know of, anyway. Because there probably are others out there, but at least to my current knowledge. So, again, what was the reason that they were trying to get rid of the Kazlana line? Was it because I know they said that they were the Achilles heel, but what exactly does that entail? Is it the fact that politically they were going to create weaknesses that the government could exploit and then lower the standing of the three great houses? Or is it more so due to the idea that they would seem more likely to betray the houses and Shixel at the end? Because Honda are just really hot-blooded ultimately, so they're hard to control. Ah, I see. They're a force that can't be like controlled just by like rules and stuff. Okay, no, that actually makes a lot of sense. That actually does speak to everyone we've seen of the Kazlana family so far. So I see. Yeah, so that's why they try to get rid of them, and that's why the only way to save Colin was to or quote unquote save, was to have her marry Otto, so then she'd be a part of the apocalypse. And then it wouldn't matter anything else because there'd be no more attachments that would protect the House of Kazlana from disbanding them from the house. The devotion to the Kazlana oath is hard to reconcile with the politics of Strix. I see. The Kazlana oath. I see.
何がです？
Okay, now it's starting to come together. Okay, thank you. It's just like, I thought something like this, if it was something like specifically political, I didn't think that would actually be answered, but nah, I could definitely see like just the actions of the Kazlanas would definitely actually interrupt with like the forces of law and governance. I could see that.
どうして私にそんなに敵意を抱いているんです？私はあなた、あなたは私。私たちは二人で一つ。だからあなたは私のことをもっと理解できると思います。私は自分こそが本物とか言わないでください。今は機嫌が悪いんです。気づいていないかもしれませんが、あなたの状況は正常ではありません。
Marty, there are still Kazlanas beside Kiana and Odessa around though, but they're basically the culmination of their bloodline, so they're the only relevant one. I see. I gotcha.
それで続きを言ってみなさい。あなたは本当に不可ですか？私が見る限り、あなたは彼女に似ていません。むしろ全く違います。彼女の記憶を持っているかもしれませんし、彼女の体の中で目覚めたかもしれませんが、あなたは全く新しい存在です。
Yeah, because like we were saying, this can't actually be Fuhua, because again, it wouldn't make sense that if that was the case, if this was the actual epicenter of all of Fuhua's thoughts and the way she's been communicating with the other Valkyries, why is this one ended up this way when she seemed normal in the other situations? So then this Phoenix isn't Fuhua either. Okay, so then I think I'm understanding. This Phoenix is Feng Quan down, or more like a defense mechanism for the original Fuhua. The original Fuhua is, if I had to guess, it's probably most likely still with Kiana. Just because she was the last person to actually like fully make contact with her, and she was able to emerge from Kiana to face off against Kevin. So then this one is just a husk. It really does kind of embody the concept of like mind, body, and soul. Right now we have the mind and the body, but the soul we don't have. That's what I think is like this whole like trifecta kind of disturbance we're having at the moment. Where is the soul? Where is the original?
何バカなことを言ってるんです？私には彼女の体と記憶があります。私が彼女でないのなら誰なのです？
Because it does go on to the idea that even if you were to have someone else's memories, that doesn't mean you are that person. Memories do construct an individual, but it's more that the experiences and the emotions you feel from those memories are what make up the individual. Without them, those memories are more just like a TV show that you're just interested in, but nothing more. It will only be face value, and it will only be in those direct moments, but you won't know like the lingering thoughts and stuff like that. It won't be the full culmination of the entity known as that individual.
むしろおかしいのはあなたの方です。
Bro is cooking dead.
羽のくせに自分こそが本物のように振る舞って。
The ship with Theseus moment? Oh, okay.
あなたはいつも子供を見るような目で私を見る。私が気づいていないとでも？私のことなら心配はいりませんよ。自分のことだけ心配してください。
But the thing is, I had assumed that this Fuhua is the Hersher sentience. I'm not gonna say that she isn't or anything like that, but then the question is, if it is actually the Hersher sentience, how did it come to be? Is it just like a culmination of Fuhua's memories and her lingering feelings towards that moment of her memories? Because again, like we had said, there's no way this can be the real Fuhua. If it was the real Fuhua, not only would she have the memories up to her death, she would have the memories of helping Bronya with like the virus in her mind, with Sia Quanta, with what happened with Kiana as she was escaping from the World Serpent's clutches, but she doesn't have those memories. Bro, when you get catch up to the story, I want to hear you make a video essay, dude. I mean, to be fair, I could probably come up with like a giant like whole construct as to like what happened.
でも、
I could probably do
あ
that.
なたは一点だけ正しいことを言いました。
I mean, to be fair, I would probably do a tier list and then I would like explain all my stuff for that. Because like I did do tier lists for like some of my last series. Like I did it for like all the characters of Trails of Cold Steel, and then I did one for Under Night In-Birth. I actually need to do one for Fate Samurai Remnant now that I think about it. Shit. Alright, damn. Now I have stuff I actually have to do later on. Fuck me. But yeah, okay. I will have to find time to do a Fate Samurai Remnant tier list. And then I probably will actually do a Honkai Impact 3rd tier list when I actually finish this damn story. Yeah, watch it. Appreciate it, Peach Soul.
ええ、昔の自分に束縛される必要はありません。今の私は新しい私です。
But I am kind of curious as to what's it called? How this Hersher sentience came to be. That is the biggest question for me at the moment. Because again, this individual does also have like the voices of like some of the other Fuhuas, wasn't it? Because there was like 3 voices initially. And then I'm one of the voices now. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe the voice that I am is like the actual Fuhua. They usually do those kinds of points in stories, so I wouldn't put that entirely out of the question. But yeah, thanks for reminding me that I gotta finish Fate Samurai Remnant. Oh yeah, that reminds me. There's a DLC coming on February, isn't it? Like, something about Gilgamesh. I'm actually so hyped about that too, because it's like, damn, they're actually putting DLC for Fate Samurai Remnant? And they're gonna have like 3 different ones? One's February, the other 2 are still unannounced yet. But when the time comes, I gotta do those too. Shit. Because I think it was like they were saying there's gonna be like new characters or servants or something like that, and I'm like, yo, I'm all for that shit.
かつての自分を真似する必要がどこにあるのです？私は自分らしくすればいいのです。
Although I don't know if the DLC for Fate Samurai Remnant will just be in Japan first, or if it's gonna be like for all servers and for all versions of the game. I would assume that it would be, but I don't know if it would be at the same time. Oh, okay,
あな
now
た
I'm
は
Phoenix.
過去の私。そう考えてもいいかもしれません。
Sure. You can say that. But I
過去
won't.
の私はそんなに良かった？そうでもないでしょ。ほら、私の友人。彼は過去に束縛されたかわいそうな人。
Yep.
メイ博士が死んだと。あなたと彼はそっくりです。たかがメイ博士のためなんて。そんなの割に合います？
So
ケビ
saying.
ンは人類のために戦っています。彼の覚悟はそんな簡単な。人類のため？はっ、どいつもこいつもそればかり。
Yeah, it's mainly for their own interests.
例えば彼、人類のためだとばかり口にしてるけど、本当は死んだ女のためです。 彼と
Interesting.
まあ彼のことはいい。一応彼に助けられたんですから。
Yeah, because this is kind of the thing too. I was thinking.
なぜ
It's like
私に彼らのことを見せた
I
ん
feel
で
like
す。
this agreement
そう
they
したい
have.
から。
Oh,
そう
wait,
す
I'll
る
just let
力
them
があ
finish
るか
first.
ら。都政の羽は便利だから。私がそうしたかったからです。
I feel like the agreement that they made for Otto and Kevin, this was a lingering thought, and I don't know if I said this during that stream when they had their meeting. I feel like it was more for just their own intentions. Like, sure, in the end, it will save humanity, but again, it's like they're not really caring as much for the costs and the consequences. And again, I feel like the reason for it is because it's not necessarily all for humanity. Like, they are doing a lot and it will result in saving humanity, quote unquote, but it does not mean that is their ultimate goal. Because that's the thing too. It's like, if Otto's ultimate goal was to save humanity, there were better ways he could have gone about the whole situation, and he wouldn't have to awaken the Hersher of the Void. He wouldn't have had that cause the whole scenario where Raiden May would have to become the Hersher of Thunder, allying, or first fighting with the World Serpent and then allying with them. It's like, I know it's kind of hard to do it considering this is a world cataclysmic kind of situation, but even so, it's like there are definitely better options considering now the girls of Saint Freya have allied with Anti-Entropy. But I don't feel like I could call them like heroes who are like planning from the shadows, and then it's like, oh no, I'm doing this for the world kind of stuff, similar to like a Lelouch. I feel like it's not that case. Or actually, I guess it kind of can be, because in the end, even though it was saving the world, in the end, his ultimate goal was to protect Nonali and provide her a safe and wonderful future. Maybe this is kind of the same, in essence. Well, at least for Lelouch and, for Otto and Kevin, they are ultimately saving the world, but that is not their true intention, or that is not the result they want. What they really want is something else. It may be insignificant to the world, but to them it means everything. Otto's a Lelouch type, you could say? Yeah, I could definitely see that. But then my question is, what is Kevin trying to gain out of this? Because again, it doesn't... Again, you could say it's a hatred for the Honkai, that he just really wants to end this, because even with the sacrifices of all his friends, or maybe not friends, but comrades at arms, they aren't gone yet. How are you? So folks around, but yo, what's up, Green Yuri? I haven't seen you in a bit. Still insane as always, my buddy. But yeah, now we gotta be like, what exactly is Kevin trying to reach at the end? Was he hoping the conclusion will be? And will he even be happy with that conclusion anyway? I'm as cantankerous and neurotic as ever, yes. Ah, figures.
過去の私。
Yep.
この恩知らずは死にました。思い出すのが面倒ですが、彼女は死にました。覚えてないですが、私が殺したわけじゃないみたいですね。
Oh.
はあ、昔の私は。
What's to show you?
彼女たちが憎いですか。
Hmm.
覚えてないなら憎しみもないでしょ。ただ、人を殺したら命をもって償うというのは当たり前です。
I also watched the latest episode has been Hotel becoming critical of it. Ah, okay.
ようこいかんというのはこういうことですね。もう同じ過ちは犯しません。
Marty, love hearing your conclusions. Hopefully you'll be able to look back on your thoughts when you know the full truth. Yeah, but that's the good thing why I like record these as VODs as well. It's like I can look back myself and be like, oh shit, I forgot all these details. What the fuck was I talking about? But at least I will actually be able to check on that. This pacing is atrociously fast. Oh, for Has-Been Hotel? Damn. Wonder why that's the case then.
セーフレイヤーもうわかりません。彼女たちは今どうしてます？わかりますか？現在からある時点までの記憶が欠けていますが、その以前のことなら教えられます。
Yeah.
歩きながら話しましょう。
Alright. Wall waved her hand and the girl's illusions were wiped away like water drops on a window glass. So I'm kind of also wondering too, is like, she's supposed to have died in these instances, right? Like, with her disciple. Or then again, we don't know the true ending to that story yet, because we haven't seen it, because that's when this fake Fuhua kind of appeared. So I guess we don't know if she actually literally died, because I was going to say if it was, maybe it's like these feathers are kind of like her 9 lives. Kind of like a cat. So it's like, even if you break one, as long as the others remain intact, maybe they'll regenerate or something. Actually, it kind of reminds me more of like those 7 cores that the hero Kanon has from the anime Misfit Demon King Academy. That would actually kind of make sense because each of those cores were kind of blessed by a different god as well, and her feathers are kind of like each part of like one whole phoenix altogether. Yes, it crammed an entire season worth of development in one 20-minute episode of an 8-episode season. What? Oh my god, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Don't tell me they went Promise Neverland on them bitches. Like, god damn it, if that's the case, then what the hell, man? They can't do that shit. You can't cram all that into like one little segment. That's ridiculous. Marty, Fuhua has functional immortality via healing factor, so she regenerates from death after 20 years. Ah, okay. So it's less like a reincarnation and more like rebirth. Okay. But again, it takes time. Okay. But I doubt it's like she can grow from nothing and just reappear in the world. I guess as long as there is something to grow back from, then she can just come back to life again. Kind of similar to like how Cell from Dragon Ball Z, as long as there's at least one piece of him still alive, then he will come back. I'm guessing that's the logic here. Kind of. But not to that extreme of a level. I need more arena MMR for going insane. So much bad media out there, man. I need my Witching Wonders to save me. Just gotta keep looking, man. That's all I can say. I'll be rooting for you on that front, though.
一つ質問してもどうぞ。どうして退去山に行くんです？あそこに新しいものはなく、何年も前に人々から忘れ去られています。
Abandoned? Yeah. Sure. Definitely no one came to visit just for a field trip.
実は私は目覚めたばかりです。わかります？何もわからない。頭が真っ白です。まるで生まれたばかりの赤ん坊です。赤ん坊に未来100年の人生計画を作れと言えますか？でも私は計画をしました。だって仕方ないじゃないですか。私は不可ですから。不可にはやるべきことがあります。わかっています。ですが、やる気が出ません。逃げていると思われても構わない。確かに私は逃げています。自分の記憶を思い出すのも怖いです。でも時間も敵も仲間も待ってくれません。この事実を、自分自身を受け入れて不安にならないと。家と呼べる場所に行ってみたい。帰巣本能かもしれません。そこに行ってみて帰る場所があると分かれば、自分のことを受け入れられると思います。
I like how the accomplishment is like no death. It's like no duh. Alright, here we go. Next scene. Okay, how long do I have to go? Yeah, damn, I will have to like do this whole stream just for this chapter, and then I'll do another one later for the next one, because god damn, so much exposition. Not that I hate it anyway, but you know. While was ambling in the mountain, every now and then she would awaken a plume and absorb its power and memories, which are mostly surprises for her.
これもオットーのものでした。私の記憶の多くは他人からもらってるんですね。昔のやり方は気に入りませんね。
She gave the shadow from the Fang One down a subtle look.
あなたが私を見下してることも知ってます。あなたが心配です。 心配するようなことはないでしょう。今までにない最高の状態です。悩みも心配もなく、目覚めてから初めて自由に感じました。そして私は自分が誰か分かりました。私は不可。それだけです。この大巨山は私の故郷。ここの何もかもが馴染み深くて新鮮で。この羽たちも記憶たちも私のものです。無数の可能性が私を待っていて、どう選べばいいのかわかりませんが、怖くありません。いくらでも道はあります。これが貴族意識。私は大丈夫です。
僕との婚約を履行しよう。僕が君を死なせたりしないことは分かっているだろう。
In the darkness, you could hear Colin Kazlana's breath, but she felt so distant at the same time.
天命にとっては、私の生死も、あなたとの関係も、どうでもいいことなのよ。あなたの要求に応えれば、私は、司教がカスラナ家を操るための人質となるのでしょ。
ああ。
Otto didn't lie to Callan. Because it was the truth.
でもそれがどうした。表面上の婚約は今後もずっと表面上のものに過ぎない。大切なのは君が生きていることだ。カレン、君が生きていれば。
But it doesn't matter. This marriage is fake. It can always stay fake. As long as it can keep you alive. Which is what really matters, Colin. Colin's a different voice came from the other side of the room.
生きるのは大切なことかもしれない。でも、自分の心を裏切ってコマを演じるのは、生きていると言えるのかしら。そうやって生きるくらいなら、潔く死んだ方がいいわ。
I think if you look in the history function, it'll show you the text before it finishes, or just in case it shows up, or fails to show up. Yeah, because I've checked that too, but it's like, I still need to kind of skip along it anyway. Yeah, because it does kind of make sense that Colin obviously wouldn't be able to reciprocate feelings for Anna, because it's true, in the end, she's just a piece that can be used to control the Kazlana family. Again, it's not that Otto necessarily would want to do that, at least from what we've seen of this so far, but regardless, she's nothing but just a piece on the board. And so is Anna. Oh, is this like them separated by like bars? Or at least, no, it could just be a door and it's like she feels like it's an imprisonment. He already knew her answer. Could even anticipate her every word. But he could not accept it. Never. He'd done so many things that she wouldn't agree to. Just for one of her childhood wishes? What's one more? And this time it'd be for a more... Trying to see if there's anything here. Noble cause. To save her life. But didn't do anything. He Clutch the icy steel bars as if he was trying to crush them. Oh, okay, so it actually is she's in a cell.
戻ってニコラス司教に伝えてちょうだい。カレンは彼の要求を拒否すると。これは彼女が自身で決めたと。
But this does kind of tie back to how the Castellanos act, right? They won't bend a knee to injustice. They won't force themselves to live unhappy. They'd rather go out on their own terms and live life as freely as they can, rather than being constricted and justifying their actions just for the bigger picture, right?
天命のやり方には同意できないわ。天命がきらびやかな外見の中に隠した汚い考えには、もううんざりよ。私は決して己の命のために屈したりしないわ。カレン・カスラナは死を望むわ。これは私の戦い。そう、戦いよ。
Ned and the Castellanos are self-sacrificing. Yeah, that's the other thing too. It's like they really are trying to be heroes, not for the sake of the fame or the glory. They're doing it because they actually care. And they actually are trying to make a real difference. Whether that be actually for that sake of it or not. But it's like their actions already speak of it because no one else really would. So it's such a sad tale too, because it's like they really are trying their best to help as many people as they can, but people are just like trying to degrade it into something else or paint it in a different light that would seem more negative, when it's like these bigger organizations like Shixel are really the ones who are like not being as truthful or only doing it whenever it actually works in their favor. That would just be the fines.
分かってるさ、カレン。本当に分かってるんだ。
Fierce yet soundless rainstorm fell on his heart.
だが僕は君を死なせはしない。何としてでも君がどう思おうと、僕は君を死なせはしない。
The dark dungeon then fell into a long silence.
ありがとう。私の偉大な発明家。
Damn. I love how different it is too, because it's like they have the two contrasting lights. Like she's standing for, like, the light shining on her is like, even if it's from behind another set of bars, it's like the light from the outside from the moon to represent like freedom, I would guess. And these lines are made by man, otherwise, like the other inventors or other like people in power as such, and that's what's light up his world to a certain extent. And hers is like, she's still trying to maintain it, but to society, she will always be constricted from that. It's pretty good observation. No, that was just kind of what I just thought at the moment. I wasn't trying to make something big of it, but that's just how this looks like to me. Because like when I see these kinds of things in like movies, it really adds to that factor of like, wow, they put so much attention to like their feelings and stuff. Because I also took a film studies course like literally the last semester, and I was like, shit, I actually had to pay attention to this stuff now and then, even though it was for German film studies. The sound of heartbreak was unexpectedly quiet. He waited patiently. He thought she had more to say to him. But because he had so much to say to her,
お酒は持ってる？
the sound
少
lasted
し
even
飲み
longer
たい
than
の。
the last.
一杯だけでいいわ。
Words seemed to become meaningless between them.
これは私が送ったワインかしら。
ああ、
いいわね。もしかしたらどこか別の世界では。
Otto didn't hear the rest. He already left. Again, I'm not gonna necessarily sit. It is a very interesting tale because it does seem like now Otto has kind of embodied exactly what Colin hated, right? Like the very idea that these people are ruling in power, and it's like they're still like hiding what they're really doing behind the scenes. And even if it's for the sake of humanity, it's not actually like to the morals of humanity as well. It's kind of breaking that. So like they're really entering like way too much of a gray area, but even in the gray area, they're teetering so many times to the dark side of it. In many situations where Colin is like, she's just trying to, she's in the gray area in some ways, but teetering way more to the light side of it. And that does seem to be the difference between her and Kiana, or Otto and Kiana, where Kiana's still trying to do that even now. Even if she's seen the depths of darkness, she's still trying to show that kind of hope and trust and belief. Otto has really started to embody exactly who his father was, and the those behind Schicksal. Alright, so let's continue here now that we can finally move on. Okay, I haven't seen this path yet. At least I don't think. Yep, another feather, just like Joey said.
ここにも羽がありますね。
Yeah, because the disciples said like only the actual master would be able to have the feather sprout in this location, but Kiana was a rare case. But this should actually be normal for Fuhua, and it will actually help her get memories. But again, it's like, is this even the real Fuhua? And what will it actually do to her as a result of it?
多すぎでしょ。私は山にこんなに都政の羽を残したんですか？
I mean, you did die. Come on. You're telling me they're supposed to be neatly organized into like different files? That ain't how that works. Because it kind of reminds me of like how in Reincarnate as a Slime, when people died, like in Rimuru's village, they said like the magical energy, which is like the different particles and stuff, which was the genetic makeup of their soul, would spread out into the ether and then go back to the earth. Is this kind of feels like the same sense of it, as to where all her memories and everything she has been attracted back to Fenghua Down, or at least to this location in Zhouyun, but they're still going to be scattered. Because even though they're here, they're not her soul hasn't been completely molded back into the original. And that's probably what this is. So it's like you're kind of making up Fu Hua's soul back together again. Shadow made no response. She took a walk by the cliff. Sometimes buried herself in thought. Sometimes looked into the horizon. Once there was some Honkai energy in his feather to awaken it.
あなたは私はあなたの持ち主です。記憶と力を私に返しなさい。
A wisp of Honkai energy touched Hua gently and then retracted. Fenghua Down nodded and faded.
あなたも彼女みたいにおとなしく言うことを聞いてくれたらいいのに。さて、この記憶はメイ博士です。おそらくどうでもいい断片でしょう。残しても意味はありませんから、それらを取り出したんです。確かに意味はなかった。彼女が彼女の計画を話していただけです。
Oh, her plan. Does it have to do with how they ended the stuff that happened in the previous era? Or is it like the plan regarding when she put Fu Hua and the others in cryogenic sleep? Hua spat in disgust.
私はどうして彼女に服従したんです？
I'm guessing this, when she's talking about the plan, it's like when they were supposed to be in cryogenic sleep.
彼女の命令に従った結果、人類は全滅するほどの乾杯を経験し、
Yeah.
終焉が消えるまでコールドスリープを使うしかなかった。
Yeah.
宇宙を探索する箱舟もどこに行ったかわからないし、 漁師の海に入ったゴーザも音沙汰がありません。博士は敗者です。どうして全人類が彼女の指示に従うのか分かりません。
Probably because no one else was willing to actually take the place of leader, so someone had to. Because again, that's kind of the thing. We don't really see anyone else who, at least from the previous era, was taking the reins or was really like directly showing opposition towards Dr. May. I mean, there were instances where Fu Hua didn't agree with her, but she only really talked about that with Kevin, but it's not like she provided actual solutions to them either. I'm not saying Fu Hua did nothing, but I'm saying like in the entire situation, from what I'm understanding, Dr. May's the only one who's taken the reins and has tried to actually put every possibility on the table to continue humanity or to let it proceed forward, even with all the losses they have incurred.
彼女が立ち上がり、私たちを率いる責任を背負ったからです。
Yeah.
人々は彼女の勇気と決心を信じました。
Because that's the thing. A lot of people can be it's like the saying, you can either be a follower or a leader. It's easy to say you can be a leader, but it's another thing when you actually put that into practice. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm a leader. I would say I'm more of a follower, to be perfectly honest, because that's just kind of how I interpret it. Like, I don't see myself like doing a lot of actions or starting a lot of stuff. I don't. So at least I'm more like realistic of like the kind of person I am. But there will always be people who will say they can be the leader. But when it comes time to actually man up, step up to the plate, and actually show that you can, there will be a lot of instances where they actually can't do it. It's admirable of those who actually can and actually put their hardest into fulfilling that.
知恵は信じてなかったっ
And
て
that's
こと
what
で
all
すね。
followers look for.
火を追う
Doesn't
がの
matter
よ
if
う
they're
な
necessarily
勇気、
right or wrong,
共に滅びる決心。
just as long as there's someone
いいでしょ
doing
う。
it.
とにかく今回、彼女の言うことは聞きません。オットーやケビンも同じです。すべて私が自分で決めます。
I mean, to be fair, this fake Fuhua also does make a very outstanding point that currently, so far, no one's really shown that they really are the leader that the people need. Like, seriously. No one's really shown that they are, like, a leader worth entrusting themselves to. Like, there are at least people who are following them. Again, probably through their own circumstances, but, like, when you look at it as a whole, they really aren't necessarily the kind of leaders that it's like, oh yeah, you can actually entrust them with everything and they will guide you to the right path. When you look at it in a bigger light.
私は万物を変えます。楽しみに待っててください。
Oh gosh, she's gonna go with that kind of plan? Actually, I wouldn't put it past her. Let me guess, Honkai to fight? Yeah. Seriously, I love this game. Why can't I do this with my Fuhua? Or is this like a separate balcony for us I actually have to like
ここは平和だったはずです。この辺りに100人前後の村があったのを覚え、平和は私たちと関係ないでしょ。
Yeah,
この世界に平和なんて言葉はありません。
that is true. Like, it's really hard to find any place that's peaceful in this world in this game. Another one here? Yeah. Ah,
これ
shit.
ほどゾ
That
ン
was
ビ
a
がい
good
る
time
と
to
いうこ
dodge.
とは、あの村は危ないかもしれません。急ぎましょう。
Oh, okay, right. I keep forgetting these are zombies too. They're not just like,
あ
even
の
though they
村
kind
は
of look
私と
like the
関係ないで
Valkyries
しょ。
from
この
Shiksa.
世の災難はこんなにも多く、律者だって、それは今はも
Oh god.
う魔に落ちた者は死すべしというルールはないでしょ。それにメイ
Ah,
博士の心音はもう私たちの頭の中。しかしあれが正しい行いです。
right. That
何が
doesn't
正しい
exist
かは
anymore
私が決め
here.
ます。そもそも正しさはどこに。助けが必要な人がいれば助ければいいし、いなければそれで構いません。この人助けは別にあなたの計画を邪魔しません。うん、そうですね。人助けはしてと。どうせついでですから。行ってみ。
Shit. I really need to do a better job at dodging. I feel like the problem is I'm just too like absorbed with using that like multi attack, so it's like I'm just letting myself get open because I'm like waiting to charge up for it. So I really need to step up my game with that.
大きい石像ですね。
Oh shit. Didn't even realize it.
誰もいないですね。隠れているかもしれません。みんな死んでゾンビになったかもしれない。それもいい。今はゾンビを片付ければいいです。
Juan took a look at the statue afar, and all of a sudden, she signaled a shadow to be quiet with her finger.
シッ。音がします。
A rustling sound came from the building on the side. After a while, a small girl slowly walked out of the shadow. Even from afar, Juan could tell for sure that the girl's face and arms were giving off a sinisterly purple glow.
彼女は侵食されています。まだゾンビになってません。しかしあれではすでに。黙って。
私たちを助けに来たの？
ええ、安心してください。ここで何があったのか教えてくれませんか？
みんなが急におかしくなって、さっきみんなが突然白くなってね、いっぱい攻撃してきて。
さっきというのは今日の出来事ですか？
Feng Guang down Shadow asked. The girl didn't hear.
助けて！お願い助けて！
ええ、きっと助けます。少し待っていてください。いいです。どうするつもりです？彼女の仇を取ります。それは彼女の欲しがる救いではありません。そうするしかないのです。彼女がもう長くないことはあなたも知ってるはずです。私にできるのはこれくらいです。他に生存者がいないか探しましょう。いいでしょう。
Oh, welcome back, Yuki. Ah, shit. Yes, okay, I dodged it. Finally. That's my time to end it. Nope. Nope. Come on, shoot me. Yeah, you don't got that balls to do it. Okay, that place is sealed, but I still... Okay. Oh, so I could go either way there. Okay. Just had to check. Oh my god. Okay. No, I got hit by one of them. Shit. Something I did. Nope. What? That should have triggered the explosion. Oh! That's how they're doing it. I was like, wait, why is there a sunbar coming in? It's because of the music. Interesting. What? You gotta be kidding me. There's a variant of it now? Interesting. Finally, something different. Oh wow, that was the... I'm lucky I actually got that invasion. Damn. That would have been the end for me. I would have actually had to retry that again. Come on. Oh, shit. Damn it! Of course, when I need to the most, I mess up the timing. Ow. Oh, finally, I actually dodged it. Okay, this thing actually wasn't that bad. Interesting that it can actually hack its way over and over, too. Definitely not used to them actually doing that. Paul returned to the girl.
Yeah. 大丈夫。悪いやつはみんな倒しました。みんなも元に戻りました。あなたもすぐに元気になるから安心してください。
Girl nodded relaxedly and began to study Juan with her big curious eyes.
あなたは仙人様？
私のことを知ってるんですか？
でも似てるの。あの彫像に。あの彫像、大巨山の仙人様だってじいじが言ってた。危ないことがあったらいつも現れてみんなを助けるって。あの彫像は先祖様が作ったの。昔はこんな風に壊れてなくてすごく綺麗だった。本当に仙人みたいなの。
簡単なことです。ごらん。彼女を殺したんですか？夢を見てもらったんです。夢の中では今回のことは起きていませんし、全てが彼女の思うままです。彼女を助けろと言いましたが、私にはそれくらいしかできません。綺麗ですね。今日は静かですね。何か言いたいことがあるんでしょ？すでに十分に機嫌が悪いので、何を言われてもこれ以上ひどいことにはなりません。言ってみてください。私は多くの犬猿犬と都政の羽を大巨山に置いたため、通常の崩壊はこの地に影響を及ぼすことはありません。でも私たちがここに来てすぐ崩壊は発生しました。その原因は一つのみ。
Ah,
もういい。
I see. As she spoke, the Fenghuanda's shadow suddenly became blurred and dwindled.
あなたを黙らせるのも消えてもらうのも私の思うままです。
I see. Yeah, because they were saying something about that, wasn't it?
あなたは都政の
They were talking
羽。
about that with Kiana a while back.
前の世代の律者です。あなたをすぐに壊すべきでした。あなたの言葉は信じません。
Ah, I see. So Fenghuan down is a her, sure. Okay. Yeah, because I was like, then how would she actually turn into one? No, she was. I see. So that's
でも
what that
私
power
はあな
does.
たを尊重します。あなたが存在すること、そして私のそばにいることを許します。私の考えを攪乱するような真似はやめなさい。ほう。
The shadow knew she had very little power left. Even so, there were things she had to do. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, next. Get my achievements. Anything I missed? Oh, okay, here we go. We got a log and then a video. Okay, at least I'm actually close to ending this segment. Damn. Alright, where does this take place? A young man in an indigo gown had been hiding in the forest for about an hour. It was a hot summer day and it happened to rain last night. The forest was full of mosquitoes. He lifted the hem of his gown, trying to scratch the mosquito bites on his calf. Little eye, come help me. He rolled his eyes and felt displeased that his 8th senior fellow disciple ordered him about on purpose. Felt the blood of a monster stained the older disciple's white gown scarlet. Stench made the younger one wretch. The younger disciple reached out his hand to catch the dark object thrown at him without even realizing what it was. And when he took a closer look, it was a hunk of monster flesh, which obviously had been cut off neatly and nimbly. and closely resembled a huge chunk of pork. Still alive? The voice of the young man trembled even more violently than the hunk of monster meat. The older disciple kicked the monster's dead body away, remaining silent, waiting for almost half a month to ambush this monster cub. Until 3 days ago, it was injured by his darts, so he finally found the chance to take it down. Only dropping monster flesh could serve as the guide drug for the elixir. When they came back to their temple, the joss stick that was lit by their master hadn't burned a half. The younger disciples sighed with relief. If they came back after the joss stick burned out, the monster flesh would be devitalized and turned into sludge. Their master, whose beard was longer than a broomstick, took the monster flesh, sniffed at it, and then nodded approvingly. Hey, you come with me. You wait at the door, little nine. Don't let anyone come close. The master led the elder disciple to the alchemy chamber in the depths of the temple, leaving the younger one to guard the entrance. The young man felt aggrieved. His master always asked the older disciples for assistance and ignored him. He used to always be the chief disciple. After the chief disciple ran away, the second oldest became the master's favorite. Then the second betrayed the master and defected to enemies. So the third came up. Then the fourth, fifth, sixth. As the ninth disciple, the young man finally started to see some hope in his life. However, he didn't expect that his master's alchemy business would have succeeded before his turn. The young man let out a deep sigh and slumped down on the ground, gazing at the joss stick. White smoke was straggling up into the sky like his master, in its ascension to the celestial world. A thin wisp of black smoke followed behind, like his pathetic self. Wait, why would there be black smoke? The young man stood up hurriedly and found out the black smoke came from the chamber. Something wrong with Master's alchemy work? He shook his head, trying to clear such an unlucky thought. He ran to the alchemy chamber as fast as he could, putting aside the rules his master made. Black smoke thickened as he approached the alchemy chamber, causing him to cough violently. The door of the chamber had already been broken. He could see his master's white beard in the distance. Master's fine. The young man rushed in, only to find the beard was floating in the air. His master was standing on the head of a giant monster. With an icy flash of steel, the master thrust a sword deep into the monster's skull. The airflow was so violent that the young man was knocked down. He felt dizzy. When he opened his eyes again, he saw the monster's fang hanging within 2 meters of his head. The monster looked familiar. Its eyes and brows reminded him of that monster cub. Is this the father avenging its cub? The young man felt his fear was about to burst out of his mouth. At the very moment, the master thrust the sword at the monster again, right between its eyes. The monster immediately lost all strength and plopped onto the ground. The man was so scared that he couldn't move an inch. In a daze, he seemed to see that the monster was staring at him. Just then, a tear rolled down its face. Yes, that was the drop of a tear. The young man was sure. A drop of turbid, gored tear. Then, the monster closed its eyes and its body started to rot. It was eaten by that beast when protecting me. The elixir was destroyed by it too. The only one by my side now, so I'll make you my chief disciple. Master, can I ask you a question only the chief disciple is allowed to ask? Go on. What does the elixir do? Do you know, right? Yo, what's up, Armand 29091 from Genshin? You mean, oh, okay, yeah, I forget. Yeah. Shogun, right? Yeah. I got it. Nice! Congrats! I know it definitely took me a long time to actually get right in Shogun on my team. Because I think I had to do like so many rolls. I actually had to like put like money into like actually being able to roll her. Got her at 12, pity. Yeah, I think for mine it was double digits too. I think I got her like at 10. Possibly 9 if I was lucky, but I think it also took me that many. But nice, I'm glad you got her, man, because she is really useful in battle. I mean, like, sure, you can try to get like multiple copies of her so then you can rank up her skills, but I'm like, nah, it's already hard to get it at one time. I can't be bothered to like go again and again, so just like the one is enough for me. You'll know when you've really become the chief disciple. Interesting. I don't even know how to build her. Well, I just use like the lightning effect, like artifacts or like equips, and I just used a 4-star spear for her as well. Because like I said, I'm just mainly focused on is energy recharge good? Oh yeah, I would say energy recharge really good. Because again, you need to use her lightning skill so then she can make all attacks electric at that moment, and then it can connect too. So I would definitely say yeah, energy recharge good. Actually, give me a second. Let me actually check my Genshin account. I'll tell you what my build is. I can try to open it up on my phone, so it'll take a bit of time, but I'll let you know when I get to it. Alright, let me just see this real quick. Hua walked on with her mind occupied by the shadow. Hua could easily break her, but she would not bend to Hua's will. Sometimes Hua would almost feel like the soul rested inside the plume was every bit as real as hers.
彼女に与えすぎてしまったのだろうか。当時の私は何のために彼女を作ったのか。
Okay. My Genshin is downloading resources, so it'll take a bit of time, but I'll tell you what I got in a bit. From my Genshin build, anyway. Again, I haven't touched Genshin in like so long. I think it's been like almost a year now. Again, I'll like play for myself, but I don't think I would stream it just because it's like they make you do like some like stuff which is like it's not really connected to the story, yet they still tell you to do it anyway, and it's like I get annoyed when it does that, you know? I mean, to be fair, I'm ready for like the next arc because I did finish Sumeru, but it's like for the next one, it's like, oh my god, dude, I don't even want to bother with all that shit. Wait, did I finish? No, yeah, I did finish Sumeru. Yeah, because I know there's the Fontaine is next, but I haven't done that yet. You should retrieve her.
でもそうしたら彼女は消えてしまう。
She fell silent and began to ponder hard. A moment later, she decided to change the topic.
変だな。こうやって自分と会話するのは久しぶりだ。
No longer needed yourself now that you have company.
ありえない。
Waffer sniffed at her inner voice, and after a while, she began to feel the voice was implying something.
私が彼女に支配されてる？私が自我をなくし、羽の傀儡になった？いいえ、彼女は私に影響を与えようとしていない。彼女にはできない。
She is your past. She's pulling you back to the trajectory of your old self. Yeah, because I was gonna say, it's like, the fact that you would go home, I feel like for someone with no soul, that's automatically the first thing you would do. You want that? Do you wish to repeat your old and tragic stories?
嫌だ。
After a brief silence, a low voice inside her head sounded. To conquer the outside world, you must first end your inner struggle. Ah, okay. Yeah, because again, it's not like she has like full control of her powers, so I can kind of see where that's like coming to. Alright, my Genshin's loading. Give me a second. Alright, give me a second. I'm just trying to check all my stuff right now. Alright, let me check what I have for my character. Yeah, because I have mine's maxed at level 90. Let's see, artifacts? Yeah, energy recharge. Yes, because I have the Emblem of Severed Fate. That's the set that I have for my Raiden Shogun. Yeah, because I just put like the whole 5 set. Because the 2-piece gets an energy recharge plus 20. And then for the 4-piece, increases elemental burst damage by 25% of energy recharge. A maximum of 75 bonus damage can be attained this way. Yeah, so that's what I have for her. The weapon I have is a Dragon's Bane. I have it at level 70 right now with a refinement rank of 3. I mean, I just have it like that because it has a elemental mastery and a good base attack. Because again, I don't really roll for weapons as much. I increased her talents at least to a base level 6 for those that I can level up. And again, can't do constellations because then I'd have to roll for it so many damn times. It's like, I can't be bothered. Yeah, because I have the 5 stars I have are Diluc, Raiden Shogun, Shenhe, Kokomi, Zhongli, Eula, Kamisato Ayato, Mona, Sino, Yelan. I'll hate them. I think that's all the 5 stars I have. Oh, no. I also have a Novelette. Yeah. The guy from Fontaine. I just randomly rolled for him and got him like second try. I was didn't think of it at first, but I was like, hey, got him, might as well. Sun rose above the clouds and kept ascending slowly. Wall reached out her hand for the warm glow. Sunshine flew through her fingers and ran down like a golden waterfall. She tried it over and over before she finally dropped her hand with a childish smile.
彼女たちのことを教えてください。ここに来る途中で全部教えました。あの時はじっくり聞けませんでした。それでオットーは私を殺した後、何もしてなかったんですか？ええ。立ち上がったのは姫子少佐で、彼女は空の律者に封印されたキアナを呼び起こしました。
Yeah, I remember that part.
彼女は死んだんですか？
多分。
彼女は虚数空間に落ち、それ以降の消息はつかめていません。
Oh, okay. So it's not confirmed. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, from the way it looked, it definitely looked like it. But again, so far, people who are supposed to be dead are still alive, so it's not impossible. Felt an imaginary space, I see. Yo, it would actually be quite shocking if, like, the Himiko from Star Rail is actually this one, and she ended up there as a result of the imaginary space. At least, it wouldn't surprise me, at the very least.
尊敬できる戦士なのに、残念です。
True. Well, I said casually.
でも、神殺し倉庫を姫子少佐に渡したのは私が勝手にしたことだったでしょ？オットーは私が邪魔だと思うなら、姫子少佐を止めるべきじゃないですか。
Yeah, because that's kind of the thing. Pizza, I just want Himiko back in any form of Honkai 3, but no, I agree, man. She didn't deserve that. Not after everything she had done. Come on. All she was doing was looking out for the girls. They can't do that to her. I was so heartbroken. I actually cried the actual first time I watched it when I did it, like, just on my phone back then. I was like, fuck, man. It really hurt me then. Waiting for that Honkai Star Rail collapse so I can see my wife again. Agree, man. Agree.
彼の目的は愛の力で律者を呼び戻すことでした。犠牲になるのがテレサさんでも姫子少佐でも、
Yeah.
彼にとっては大した問題ではありません。
Yeah, because he did need a way to awaken her. He did say that he didn't have a way to do it himself, but the girls from St. Freya were capable of it, so that's why. Because I was confused. Like, he had this ultimate weapon that would have actually helped in their favor, and if it was against, like, his plan, surely he could have just blown up the whole lab or something. He didn't need to leave it there, especially just over there with, like, defenses that they can clearly get past. So it's like, why would he be okay with that? Especially when it's like, Fuhua definitely would have known, and if she was somehow still alive in any way, shape, or form, she definitely would have told somebody. But I see, yeah. It was all according to plan. As expected of Ada.
結局何もかも彼の思うツボだったってことですね。
Everything does. It's like,
彼は一体何者なのです？神ですか？
Who knows?
彼はこの世界の主催に見えませんか？主催というよりも脚本家みたいだ。
Yeah, almost like
何
Shakespeare
も
from
か
Fate
も
of
が彼
Apocrypha.
の思うままです。500年前の惨めな彼の姿は忘れたのですね。
Yo, that still don't matter after all the bullshit he's done. Why suddenly turn around? Big eyes glittering with the satisfaction of a successful prank.
でも彼は私が復活するとは思ってなかったでしょ？
I don't know about that. I feel like maybe he didn't think of you coming back the way you did, but maybe he figured there was at least a chance.
彼は分かっていました。だからこの体を治したのです。
True, because it's like, why even keep the body anyway if you didn't think there was a way to bring it back to life? Or even in Otto's case, he definitely was used it as like a source of energy that powers something, what with her power of Feng Guang down. It's like, there definitely was a reason he had to keep her. But then it's like, what would it be?
いいえ、こんな風に復活するとは思ってなかったはず。私がどうやって彼を殴ったのか知ってます？
Please, that man's like a full-on great actor. You did
何度
not
も
catch
聞
me.
きましたよ。
On the way here, Walt took every opportunity to tell the humiliating defeat of the great Shixel Overseer.
あれは面白かった。まさかあそこで死ぬと思わなかったと彼の目がそう言っていました。彼は体を変えただけです。ええ、それでも死んだということになるでしょ？ とにかく私はそうするべきでした。
Oh yeah, welcome back, Marty. Otto is a very conflicted individual. I do think he generally, on some level, considers Fuhua a friend, so he preserved her out of that. His goals override every other motivation, but at his core, he still has things he does purely because he likes people. Nah, I guess that does make sense when you think about it, because it does go back into like his engagement to Kazlana, or at least the plan to do it anyway, because it would have kept her safe in the end, even though he knew that she probably would have disliked it. He still really did want to get married to her. He did want to protect her, even if he knew he was just following his own father's plan.
この先に崩壊の気配がします。
And he knew it would invite some
私の故郷で暴れ
unsavory
るとは
plans for the
ここが誰の縄張りか
undetermined
分かっ
future.
ていないようですね。
So I
せっ
guess you
か
make
く
a
帰
fair
って
point.
きたのです。廃墟山でこれほど強い崩壊反応が起きたことはありませんでした。
Maybe it's like this Hersher has actually been infected with Honkai. Again, it could be a result of like what happened with the birth or the rebirth of the Hersher of Thunder. Like not only did it affect the world, but because Fuhua's state was still weak, and because Fanghua Down is a part of nature itself, in some form, it has affected
体を動かすと
her body.
体も心も気持ちよくなると思いません？
And again, this fake personality as well. So maybe that's what's
私はそう
happening.
感じません。
And that's why it's actually affecting this place as well. Because since it's supposed to be like a part of her mind as well, it would kind of lead to the swords disappearing in that stuff. Because the force of Honkai is stronger within the Hersher Sentients than it is those weapons. Potentially. Wow, this place looks nice. Oh great, more enemies in the water. Again with this thing, come on, give me something else to fight.
いいアイディア。
Yep, might as well.
どうすればいい？
Although it's too early for spring.
どこに向かえばいい？このまま引き伸ばすわけにはいきません。
Finally, we beat this thing down again. Like seriously, give me a different boss man instead for Honkai. Come on. Oh, a feather. Cool.
外はきれいにしました。次は
Wonder what it has this time.
私はずっと逃げて時間稼ぎしてきましたが、来るものはいずれ来るんです。
Walt gave the Feng Wan dash at a brief smile.
この山でどれくらい都政の羽を見つけました？ 10 本くらい？それ以上。都政の羽はみんな私の分身であり、それらは力と記憶を私に返してくれました。回収すればするほどこの世界に無関心でいられなくなります。休憩の時間が終わろうとしています。私は不可にならないといけません。
Or so you say, anyway. She reached her hand out.
準備できましたか？
Oh god, I get a bad feeling about this.
力をあなたに渡してほしいのですね。私の一部になってほしいです。
Ah, fuck.
それはできません。
How so?
私も申し訳なく思ってます。あなたはいい仲間でした。本当の姉みたいだと思う時もありました。そういうわけではありません。やってみるといい。私は何の抵抗もしませんから。私を吸収してみてください。私がその気になれば、いくら抵抗しても無駄。
Her hand reached the plume. No resistance, just as the shadow said, but somehow it slipped away. She tried again and got the same result. This plume and her were like oil and water. The naturally repelled each other and couldn't be mixed.
どうしてです？私たちは全く違う魂だからです。
Yeah, if you were the original Fuhua, it would make sense, but you're a different entity. That's like trying to put like software from one game into another. And that would be like completely different because like the translation would be off, some of the parts wouldn't click together, and it would just be very messy. There was a certain sadness in her voice. In Hua's ears, it sounded more like pity. She hated pity more than anyone else, or anything else.
違う魂？あなたは過去、私は今。それだけです。そんな馬鹿らしい理由ではないのでしょう？本当は、あなたは自分こそが本物。私よりも自分の方が不可にふさわしいって思っているからでしょう？
Hua hesitated before she let out what she thought were the cruelest words.
あなたはただの羽のくせに。それが事実だとあなたも分かっているはずです。事実？あなた以外の都政の羽は私を見てすぐに私に服従したのが事実です。あなただけがおかしくて自分が正しいと思い込んでいるのです。
It's probably more that since those are literal just memories, they don't really factor as such. But when it comes to like this feather, it has some form of sentience, so it's less like it is choosing to deny it and more like it's just like a natural reaction.
あなたは頑固すぎます。
As if like a
事
defense.
実を分かってないのはあなたです。私、あなたはまだ過去にいる。分かっていますか？時代は変わりました。私たちは融合戦士やバルキュリー、セーフレイヤの生徒を演じる必要はありません。ほら。
It only took away from her hand to change the view before them dramatically. But then you wouldn't be Fuhua anymore. That's the
す
thing.
べてはここから始まった。
You could escape, but
これは昔の記憶の中で今考
it won't
え
make
れ
you
ば
the
わかりま
original.
す。父さんを襲ったあれは言われなくてもゾンビに決まってます。崩壊は一気に爆発したわけではなく、ゆっくりと力を私の生活はとうの昔に崩壊とつながっていましたが、ここでやっと相手の名前も覚えてないのに、この光景だけははっきりと覚えてます。なぜならあなたがずっと口にしてきた人助けですよ。 今の私たちにとってこの程度の脅威なんて眼中にありません。雑魚はいくら来ても問題では。それはどういう意味ですか？私たちには力があり、もう弱くありません。誰かに搾取され命令されることはもうないという意味です。そう、誰かの命令に従わなくていいんです。
I don't know about that.
彼女のことは覚えてますか？
Right, the captain.
忘れたことはありません。それなら彼女がどう死んだかも覚えてますよね。彼女はオーストラリア支部で律者になってしまいました。
Yeah, she became the 11th.
私たちは彼女を助けようと彼女の前にやってきました。彼女は攻撃せず、私の名前を呼んで笑ってくれました。しかし、メイ博士はケビンに彼女を殺せと命令しました。皮肉です。キアナのことを考えるたびに隊長のことを思い出す。皮肉ですね。あの時、誰かが私の話を聞いてくれていたら、メイ博士が私にチャンスをくれていたら。しかし私たちは道具です。話すことはありません。上の者が律者を助けないと決めたら、私たちにできることはありません。
The rage and resentment in her voice shocked the Feng Wang down shadow.
憎いですか？憎い？メイ博士は死にました。前世代の生き残りもわずかしかいません。憎い相手などもういません。悔しいだけです。取り戻す思い出が多くなればなるほど、自分への悔しさも強くなっていきます。どうしていつも他人の言いなりで、どうしていつも優柔不断で、どうしていつも選択権を他人に渡してきたのか。どうして思うままに戦えないのです。フッキたちとジョカさんが文明の発展を早めようと言い出した時、予想外の変化が生まれると悲劇が起こるかもしれないと知りながら、私たちは未来を予知できません。しかし回避はできたはず。私をサポートするのが彼女たちの仕事、そうでしょ？
Interesting. Maybe it's less that this isn't a personality that was created by Ada. Maybe this is the portion of the Feng Huang down that is her weakness. Right? Because isn't it supposed to be that you're supposed to discard all that burdens here, right? Is that what this her sentience actually is? It is her resentment towards herself and her weakness going forward in every action she's taken. And because of talking about the old feathers, it had like combined together into a different form. Hence why it still kind of sees itself as Fuhua, but it's not. Because Fuhua always threw that part away.
私が戻るまで待っていてもらうこともできたのに、私はそうしませんでした。暴れた雌雄は南海の半分を破壊し、たくさんの命を奪いました。わからない。戦争に犠牲はつきものです。どうして他人の命が私の大事な友人や助手の命より大切だと思うんです？どうして私は他のことを放っておいて、持てる限りの力ですぐさま雌雄を倒し友人を助けられなかったんです？私は全人類の利益を最優先するべきです。
I've been here. I'm just listening. Ah, okay, okay. I was just
Usotsuki.
wondering, my man. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
誰がそう決めたんです？メイ博士？どうして彼女の言いなりになるのです？ずいぶん時間が経ちましたが、全人類の利益とやらはどこにあるんです？私が着いた時、雌雄はもう封印され、雑魚しか残ってませんでした。私もずっと後悔していました。あなたは私だから私の苦しみを理解できるはずです。ほら、私たちは互いを理解できないわけではありません。悩まないでよく考えて、私が犯した過ち、それだけではないでしょ？
God damn it. Evasion.
ここは
Motherfucker.
帰
Great.
着草
I
原。
meant to do that later at some point.
ええ、500年前、天明の遠征軍はここにやってきました。探さなくていい。彼女たちは出てきません。もともとこの戦争で彼女は大したことをしていませんし、自分に不愉快な思いをさせる必要もありません。あなたが言った過ちは彼女たちのことかと。もちろん彼女たちも同じです。でも彼女たちがいなければ今の私はいません。それにみんな死んで、何人かは覚えてませんね。彼女は500年前の人間です。残念です。あの子こそ本物の化け物です。彼女のことはケビンに言ってませんよね。彼は知っています。完璧なサンプルがあるのなら、彼の成婚計画への自信も納得できますね。これこそが本物の戦争、本物の地獄です。雌雄が起こした災害なんて大したことないでしょ？天命が、それはどういう理屈なの？人が死ぬことよりも崩壊が存在しているかどうかが重要になるなんて。戦争は文明発展に不可欠な一環で、自然の規律の一つです。私たちがいいでしょう。どうせ何を言ってもあなたが正しいです。知ってます？こいつこそが全ての元凶です。カレンかすらな。私は彼女を殺さずヒントを与えました。彼女はヨーロッパに戻った後、天命を裏切り、第12律者を封印した箱を持って逃亡し、死にました。彼女の死をきっかけに、オットー・アポカリプスは天命を自分のものにし、ヨーロッパと信州をめちゃくちゃにして、最後には独裁者になりました。この時代での崩壊の進展は、オットーが原因と言っても過言ではありません。私たちがこんな風になったのも、彼の責任です。彼が500年前の一途な男から、今のずる賢いクズになったきっかけは、この日にあります。この日、私たちがカレンとその前にいるオットーを殺せば、すべてが変わるはずです。後知恵は役に立ちません。はっ、それならあの時の話だけしましょう。天命は火を追うがの神の鍵を我が物顔で使い、 自分の利益のために何度も戦争を引き起こしました。私たちが守ると誓った信州にまで侵略してきて、信州の民を苦しめました。こういう組織をどうして残すんです？この時に天命を消滅させ、この遠征軍を徹底的に潰し、私たちの神の鍵を奪い返して、その邪悪な野望を壊すべきです。
Juan reached out her hand and crushed the otter standing before Callan effortlessly.
ほら、あなたにはできるはずです。
Callan was next, like a candle in a storm, her fire of life went extinguished in a wink.
やめなさい。なんです？ただの偽物じゃないですか。これは私が作った元凶。好き勝手して当たり前です。まだわからないのですか？自分のしたことを見て。まだわからないのです。
Yo, what's up, Divine? Bro, I just saw your recent Under Night stream. Kaguya's story, man? That's some heavy stuff. I knew from her demeanor she was hiding something, but man, she... And living on the street? Yeah, I know. It's crazy, man. Like, you wouldn't think that's the case, but... You know, not everyone has a graceful start, you know?
何をわかると言うんです？自分がどんな力を持っていて、どんな責任を背負っているかは分かってるんです。どうするべきかも分かってるんです。メイ博士、オットー、ケビンとヨルムンガンドには頼りません。この負荷は自分のやり方で人類を救い、崩壊に勝ちます。いいえ、そうはさせません。興ざめです。まだ気づかないのですか？あなたはあなたが公言したような人間ではありません。またですか？はあ、こんなことは口にしたくありませんが、あなたはただの羽ですよ。現実を受け入れなさい。いいですか？あなたはこの体の持ち主ではありません。あなたと彼女は全く違う。説明のつかない疑問点がたくさんある。
Oh, give me a sec, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta check something.
よく考えてください。都政の羽は壊れました。数枚の羽の分身しか持っていないあなたは、どうして意識や記憶を操作し、元凶を作れるんですか？
Alright, I'm back. Let me see what you said, Divine. It was also funny when she was talking to Adelheid when she was a kid. And then she took her into like the Christ. She said, I think she was basically brainwashed to become proper. Damn. Completely
私
forgot
と
about
都
that,
政
honestly.
の羽は生活を共にしていました。肉体の記憶が残っているからです。いいえ、それだとこれほど強い力は出せないはずです。もういい。ようやく気づきましたね。何に？何も気づいてませんよ。あなたはしつこいです。羽の分際で私に指図しないで。あなたが目覚めたのは理由があります。魂のない体から何の理由もなく意識が生まれるわけがありません。黙って。あなたは崩壊と戦っているわけではありません。よく考えて。あなたが天命を破壊したのも、ヨルムンガンドを攻撃したのも、本当は崩壊の意志を執行しています。どんな正当な理由で自分を欺いても行動は嘘をつきません。あなたは破壊しかできません。
Sorry, I just had to check something again. Oh yeah, and bro, Wagner's story was great closure for her character, man. Like, I like how in this game when she thinks characters die like Lendraki or Mika and Kaguya die, she has a running gag. She says, I won't let you sacrifice be in vain, and to turn out being alive, and she acts like she doesn't care. Yeah, dude, that actually was pretty funny, I'm not gonna cap.
なぜなら
Loved it.
あなたは律者だからです。
Yeah, the literal Hersher of Fengguang down. They had actually mentioned that a while back. I guess she was kind of like in denial. Oh, I finished it. Okay. Alright, so I have to do the evade thing. We'll check out these four, and I think that'll be it.
Oh,
Then I'll probably do a stream later? Don't know.
我が友。犯人は君だ。
Night had yet to come, but darkness already enveloped London. White mist walked across the streets like ghosts, spreading the din of the crowd. Occasionally passed by holding gas lamps. Holmes noticed that whenever a stranger came near him, his assistant would move tactfully.
戦場で培った習慣かい？
Ah, this part. Yeah.
何がです？
君の歩き方さ。
version.
歩幅が常に均一だ。足3つ分と半分の長さで常に乱れがない。君が厳しい軍事訓練を経験した証拠だ。そして、いつもかかとから慎重に着地し、一切の足音も立てない。おそらく、それは隠密任務の中で培った習慣じゃないかい？
違いますよ、ホームズ。
これが推理さ、友よ。推理は時に真実を連れてくるが、時にただの笑い話になる。本当さ、俺が何を間違ったというのかい？
あなたは観察に長けています。だが、嘘をつくのには長けていないようです。
確かに。推理は真実の上に基づいているものだからね。嘘は推理の最大の敵だ。だからこそ、君が俺のベストパートナーなのさ。親愛なるワトソン。
私は何もしていません、ホームズさん。あなたの助手として共にあなたについて回り、推理を聞き、逃走や反撃を試みる犯人を捕まえているだけです。
ワトソン、君に告白したい秘密がある。聞いてくれるかい？
はい。
俺はズルをしていた。
ズル？
事件についてだ。俺はズルをして、俺のような事件解決を生きがいにしている者にとって、これは死に等しい苦痛だ。でも、どうしろって言うんだ？君の言う通り、俺は観察に長けているし、頭も良すぎる。事実を見落とす方が困難だ。
何が言いたいのでしょうか？
俺には、犯人が誰なのか分かっていた。
あなたはいつも推理で真犯人を見つ
いや、あるいは全く手がかりがない状況でも俺には犯人が誰なのか分かっている。これは面白くないしがっかりする話だ。最初から答えが分かっている謎解きほどつまらないものはない。苦痛とも言えるよ。だが一番苦痛なのは未解決の謎だ。教えてくれ、親愛なるワトソンよ。なぜ君はいつも真犯人がわかるんだい？
There was a moment of silence.
知っていたのですね。
Alright, let me see what you said, Divine. I think also the best moment for Wagner's ending was when she was burning from her own EXS. She was realizing, holy, this is how people feel when I use my flames on them in such a malicious way. And she realizes she can be very cruel and walks away, leaving her sword and shield behind, raised up. Yeah, that was really powerful stuff.
事件を2つ解決したあたりからね。最初はただの偶然かと思っていたよ。毎回君はどの事件でもそのような行動を取られていては疑わない方が難しいよ。そして俺はこれをゲームだと思うことにした。俺の推理と君の直感が一致するかどうかのね。 その結果は嬉しいような悲しいようなものだったさ。俺は認めざるを得なかったよ。この賢い東洋人は一目でそのものの潔白がわかる不思議な力があるってね。
申し訳ありません、ホームズさん。我慢できなかったのです。もし何かの手違いで真犯人を逃がしてしまったらと思うと、本当に申し訳ございません。あなたが推理を人生の楽しみにしていることは知っていました。楽しみを奪わないためにも黙っていたのです。
はあ、そんなに自分を責めるな、親愛なる友よ。半分は俺の厄介な観察力のせいだ。
このようなことはもうないと約束します。
いや、そこまでする必要はないよ。個人の楽しみよりも真実の方が大切だ。じゃないと俺も悪人と同じじゃないか。ただその直感を発動させるタイミングを少し遅らせてくれないかな。例えば俺の推理が間違っていた時に教えてくれれば。
あなたの推理に間違いはありません。
何事にも絶対はないよ。人ならば一度や二度は間違えることもある。
それではあなたの評判が。
おいワトソン、俺の評判、そんなのこの世で最もどうでもいいことだよ。俺はそんなの全然気にしちゃいない。本当さ。
それならわかりました。
やっぱり君は信頼できる。君と俺ならロンドン犯罪界隈の悪夢になれるよ。どんな謎も俺たちからは逃れられない。よし、早くベイカーストリートに戻ろう。霧がどんどん濃くなっていく。俺を信じてくれ友よ。俺にはもう大筋が見えている。数ヶ月もすれば君たちの司教が欲しがっているモリアーティを捕まえられるさ。
Interesting. Divine, I can only hope we get closure on the story of Ori's parents, though. Man, I heard Merkava has a good and bad ending, which should be interesting. Really? Okay, I'm definitely interested in that. Let's just go through these last two, and then maybe I'll check on that one. Good old Moriarty. Oh yeah. Well over their head and seemed to ponder what these words meant, but the real Fuhuan knew she was trying to escape. She was thinking hard of an idea to deny all the accusations. She needed to steer the conversation in her favor. Fuhuan kept waiting, expecting her to accept the truth and repent. Fuhuan saw something special in this Hersher.
私を律者だと言いましたね。
Her test was over.
でも私の信念は崩壊と戦うこと、そうでしょ？崩壊はそんな存在を許しますか？この世代の崩壊と律者は今までとは違います。前例もあります。ジョイスさん、ベルトさん、キアナ。彼らは律者でありながら崩壊と戦ってきました。それなら私が律者であるかどうかは関係ないですよね。私が人類の味方でいればいいのでしょ？重要なのはあなたの考えではなく行動にあります。私から見ればあなたは人類のために戦うと言いましたが、
Yeah.
実際は崩壊に有益な行動をとっています。
Yeah, because whoever this faker is, it's not necessarily that she's working with them, but it's more like they're on the same wavelength, so they don't really care. Where it is true, originally, who felt Kiana, and I can't speak for Joyce, but at least from the way Fuhua is saying it, they were all people who were trying to stop the Honkai and save the world, save humanity. This one, ever since their very existence, has just been fighting humanity.
あなたは崩壊に対抗する天命とヨルムンガンドを攻撃しました。きっと機会があれば、あなたはネゲントロピーに同じことをするでしょう。ネゲントロピーは攻撃しない。信用していないからです。そこにはハイリスクな者たちもいます。キアナ、ブローニャさん、メイさんとゼーレさん。すでに3人が律者になっています。それを否定できます？テレサさんもゼーレさんも律者の素体としての資質があるでしょ？何もかもがオットーの計画の可能性があります。私はオットーの駒になりたくない。私を律者だと言いましたが、その証拠には何の説得力もありません。私は脅威だと言いたいみたいですが、理にかなった説明もできていません。むしろあなたに聞きたい。あなたは絶対に正しいのですか？私の頭の中の声が崩壊の意識だというのなら、あなたはもっと怪しいじゃないですか。肉体すらない。あなたの媒質は全世代の律者コアです。私たちの中で崩壊側につく裏切り者がいるとしたら、私よりあなたの方がずっと可能性が高いです。私は決してそうなりません。私も同じことが言えます。そんなセリフに何の意味があるんです？ほら、ここには私たち2人だけ。私は簡単にあなたを壊せます。しかし私はそうしません。なぜでしょう？あなたは友達だから。あなたはもう一人の私で、私はあなたのことが好きだから。気に食わないからって殺したりしない。それは私が人間である証明ではありませんか？
I feel like more that if she did kill her, she would be indirectly accepting that truth. The fact that she is against humanity, because you were to take down this Fuhua who actually has been helping out like anti-entropy and the rest, you'd be accepting that you are a Hersher. It's like the Fuhua with the same eagerness when a student expects praises from the student
それ
or
は
from the teacher.
あなたが自分が誰だかわからないという証明です。あなたが私を残したのは、好意を抱いているからではありません。あなたのことを肯定し、支える誰かが必要なだけです。もう。あなたとは気が合いません。あれ？あれは、キアナとブローニャさん。彼女たちを巻き込むのはやめなさい。誰が巻き込むと言ったんです？安心して協力してもらうだけです。私たちがここで争っても意味はありません。誰が正しいか、誰が本物の不可か、傍観者ならはっきりとわかるでしょう？簡単です。ほら、審判が来ましたよ。
Back to now. Ah, I see. So that's how that happened. Okay. No, since that one was pretty short, we'll check out this one and then that'll be it. Put flour in the basin, crack an egg, slowly add water, and knead the mixture. The girl was meticulously performing this procedure. Kneading dough is skilled work. Some might say it requires the spirit of craftsmanship. In the girl's hands, the flour dispersed and then converged. Gradually, the ingredients seemed to have become alive, kept gathering and adjusting, eventually formed a smooth and elastic mass. Then she rolled the dough, cut it up, and stretched to shreds. Spared some dough to make wontons and boiled them in soup stewed with halibut and river shrimps, which was how she made 2 bowls of delicious wonton noodles. The girl always felt that if Mount Taiwan wasn't this remote, anyone who lived nearby would have been attracted by the appetizing aroma of her wonton noodles. She picked up a little pile of food, 4 wooden chopsticks, blew it cool, took a bite of the noodles and a wonton. The girl exclaimed with satisfaction. Cheng Li Zhu, which was the girl's name, was her birthday. Every year on her birthday, she would make herself wonton noodles as a celebration. But she felt something was missing. The girl tried to recall her cooking. All required condiments had been added, and the strength she put in kneading was just right. Something was missing. Her memory. I don't know if you'd read the Second Eruption manga. Qingleju is Fuhua's disciple. Ah, okay. Second Eruption. Okay, I'll probably have to read that at some point. But thank you for letting me know. I'll check that out. Quietly finished her own noodles, put the bowl and chopsticks in the sink, and went out. Dare Taiwan was refreshing. The girl took a deep breath and began to practice Blade Mantra. When the mind melts into full response, which is absolute calm. Taiwan Mantra has 4 states: absolute calm, flawless clean, clear mirror, and grand void. The girl was already able to reach absolute calm with ease, and now she was focusing on breaking through to reach flawlessly clean. Flawlessly clean is when the mind freezes again. After reaching absolutely calm, one's all senses would become keener. The girl could feel the growth of grass and chirps of the mountain birds, even hear the clouds' soft breathing. But something was missing. Ripples emerged abruptly and cut the mirror-like surface of the girl's mind. She tried to soothe it. She told herself that the sky remained clear, and my Taiwan was as verdant as ever. But just like her delectable wonton noodles, something was missing. Alas, the girl heaved a deep sigh. Chengmen Liju, which was the title of a story in an ancient book where the girl got her name. Yangji and Yojuo went to visit Cheng Yi, the great philosopher who was taking a rest when they arrived. They deferentially waited outside the door while snow started to fall. When Cheng Yi awoke, the ground was covered in 1 foot of snow. Ever since she knew the implication of her name, she began to hate it, and the destiny this name tried to foretell: endless wait. She felt she had always been waiting like the 2 students in the story, while icy snowflakes fell down and accumulated, burying her heart deeper and deeper. Her mind wandered away again. She finally came to her senses. It was almost nightfall. Birds had returned to their nests, and every day in Mount Taiwan faded away. As always, she was no closer to flawlessly clean than yesterday. As always. The girl returned. The other bowl of wonton noodles was still on the table untouched. She didn't know what she had been expecting, or why she was still expecting. Every year on her birthday, the other bowl of wonton noodles would remind her of something she was never willing to admit. The one who had left and never come back. Okay. Interesting. Alright. I think we're gonna leave that there for now. Like I said, this is gone on for pretty long. Just gonna look at this. Oh, okay, this isn't that long. Damn, I would have liked to actually do this since it's not that long. I think I streamed for enough for now. Again, I'll see if I can stream tonight again later on so that I can continue this. If not, then tomorrow will just be a under night in birth. But we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hopping on this stream. Let me give a huge shout out to everyone who showed up. So shout out to YukiN19, Marty PCSR, Peach Saw, Reen UEF, and Divine Wing for being here. Oh, and of course, Armin29091 for all being here with me today and hopping on the stream. For those of you who are not already following, make sure you leave a follow. Shows you enjoy the streams. And join the Discord, you guys not already. I love chatting with you guys about this kind of stuff off stream. And it doesn't even have to be relevant to this stuff anyway. It could be about like other games or recommendations, all that stuff. I'm cool with it. But yeah, like I said, I'll see if I can stream later tonight. Some more Honkai Impact, because I will at least like to get some more done before Persona 3 Reload comes out. And if not, like I said, I'll be doing Under Night 2 tomorrow. But this has been Xanthos Vice. I hope you guys had a great day. See you guys next time. We're out. Last chapter is relatively shorter and mostly boss battles. I see. Gotcha.